wait, shit, what camera? That one, okay. Hey, everyone. Hi. Ah, boy. How's everyone doing tonight? I just have to get slow mode set up just in case I need it. I'm not going to put it on now. Don't worry, Irish. Not yet. Yeah, so I haven't been around the past couple of days much because, damn it, we had my son's graduation party yesterday. So that had me busy and had me a little drunk. So I kind of know better than to come on streaming when, and now I dropped my brush, when I'm drunk. I know better than to come on streaming when I'm drunk. Damn it. Okay. All right, so all right, just leave it there for now. All right. Oh, wow, thanks for coming to member, Asbel. Welcome, glad to have you. So, hey, everyone, there's like 90 people watching now, so it's a lot of people to say hi to. Hi, all 90 people. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the lipstick. Yeah, because like I said before, Jen Gerard from Gerard Cosmetics, she sent me, I ordered a few lip glosses. She sent me a couple other ones. So I'm trying new colors on ones that she sent me. Like she's making me kind of go outside of my comfort zone a little bit. I'm kind of digging it, I'll be honest. But I mean, I tried on one color earlier I was going to wear, but I kind of chickened out of wearing that one. So I'm thinking maybe next year because I'm kind of wishing I did. I don't know. But tonight, though, I am wearing from the Hydra Matte series. This is Ruby Slipper. Or Slippers. Ruby Slipper. That's what this is. And I don't have a lip gloss from Gerard Cosmetics to match this. So I put on just like this clear lip gloss on over it because I like to wear lip gloss with the mattes. So that's all. But that didn't change the color or anything at all. At all. It just gave it a shimmer. So, but yeah, this is it. Oh, wait, I can't see. I'm on the wrong tab. There we go. This is it. See? Oh, can you see? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Pause it and then you can see the name. But yeah, Ruby Slipper. The color I chickened out wearing, but I think I'm going to wear it next time because I like the fact that I had a lip gloss to go with it. Is what is it? Oh, Mercury Rising, and it has Summer Sun to match with it. But I don't do very well with the oranges, I'll be honest. Sorry, my nose started running. I mean, I wish I could wear red, but I don't do very well with the red either. Oh, my cheeks are rosy. Are they? Oh, there. I wear blush, but I don't wear anything dark. I flush a lot always. I don't know why. Like, I won't even be warm, but I look like I'm like sweating my ass off. So, all right, let me check the chat here. Yeah. But yeah, I kind of really wish I wore these oranges because, I don't know. I had it on, but I just chickened out. Next time. I'll do it next time. Oh, Claire, you're here. I need a thumbnail. I don't think we can really do a thumbnail to match the subject of the video because it might get flagged or something. But so anything you can think of that relates to Katie and Todd, and maybe wolves or canning dicks. So full creative control. If you can't, it's cool. But I love you forever. I don't know what my thumbnails would suck if it wasn't for Claire. Like I made the thumbnail for this one here because I thought, well, I'm going to be asking Claire to make one for the video. I don't want to ask her for another one for the live stream. I'm like, I'll try it. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, I should have asked Claire. She's so good at them. Well, thank you, Mrs. Beaver. Mrs. Beaver's Cooter Ball Unit. Wow. Where do you people come up with these names? Thank you, Irish. I like the shade too. I mean, I don't know. I'll wear like black or like the blues, but the reds and stuff, like I never thought I looked good in them. And I wish I did because like I love like how red lipstick looks on someone, but I put it on me and I look like I'm playing makeup, you know? So And I swear to God, and I just have to say this though, and I swear to God, nothing was ever, we have no deal, no partnership, nothing like that. But I've been wearing this lip gloss, this series or whatever, for the past couple of days. Like I wore, I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday was, no, Thursday. I forget. Yeah, Thursday. That's right, because it was my longer day. I wore it at work. And I didn't reapply or anything all day long. I mean, it's by like 8 hours later, it was kind of wearing off a little, but there's still some there, you know? And yesterday at the party, I wore it and I did. But what I love about it more than anything is that it lasts and everything. That's great. But it doesn't start to break. It doesn't feel like you can peel it off after a while. Like that's what I hated about lip sense. And that's, so I'm just saying, I don't care what anyone thinks, whatever. We don't have a partnership or anything like that going, I swear, but this is good shit. Like this is worth the money. Lip sense, maybe that's worth the money too. I don't know. But yeah, I guess maybe it's worth, but this is really worth the money. I'm just saying. All right, I'm done. Oh, cool. Hey, Jen Gerard. You guys are about to, oh my God, an 18-hour drive? Holy shit. God bless you. Just the two of, well, you know, I mentioned just the two of you would be better than to do it with kids. But even still, I'm trying to picture me and my partner in a car for 18 hours. I don't know. We might not both make it there alive. Put a couple of kids in there and oh shit. I'm going to need like a bottle of Xanax or something. But anyways, okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the butterfly clips. I know that they're like so like $19.99. I don't care. I like them. Thank you though. Okay. Oh, thank you for becoming a member, Beth the End. Yes, just us. I'm so glad you're happy with our lippies. Yay. Well, I wish you Godspeed. I'll say that. Oh, God. Oh, blame Dottie Morgan's dreams for the names you guys come up with. Okay. I haven't been catching anyone's streams this past week. It kind of sucks. Like I had to catch up the past, well, I caught up a little bit last night, but mostly today. I just like laid around the house, like just listening to streams, and then I did a little bit of housework, whatever, but mostly just did nothing listening to streams. And I caught up on all the crap going on with Sunshinery there. I didn't even, or not Sunshinery, the stuff with like Teaspiracy and them with the server or whatever. Actually, now I think about it, I still haven't caught up on the shit with Sunshinery. Oh, whatever. But I started watching Sue M's video, and I'm going to play that if that's okay. I don't know if she's here. I should probably ask her first. But she's been cool with me playing her shit before. Oh, yeah, you are there. Is it okay if I play your video, Sue M, the one I commented on today? But yeah, because Sue, when I was watching her video, thank you. Okay, cool. She says yes. She pointed something out that I might have missed the first time. You know, they're watching it on my own. I don't know, but with her pointing it out, though, I was like, wow, yeah, that's right. Oh my God, that's freaking messed up. Now, I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown, okay? Because I'm not going to get into the whole drama that's going on with everyone there and with Charlotte's Discord or whatever. Honestly, I really don't care. I'm not surprised at all in the slightest that there's this shit going down, so I don't really care. But there are a couple of things, though, that I want to point out. And it's not because it's them. It's because of the things. Not because of the people doing the things, but because of the things. And one of them is the thing that Sue M pointed out. So just give you a quick rundown. Jennifer Falk, I think, Falk. A couple weeks ago there, Katie kind of alluded to the suggestion or whatever that she was behind some of this email fuckery or whatever. And obviously she wasn't. But Katie had posted an email she received that was claiming to be from Jennifer. And even Katie said, do not think that this is from Jennifer. This is, not from her. It's from a spoof email site. So I think that I just want to point that out too. And obviously Jennifer didn't have anything to do with anything going on. Okay. At least, I mean, I would be very willing to bet she doesn't. Okay. I'll put it that way. So, and it's definitely nothing that Katie was talking about alluded to her being a suspect or anything. So she doesn't, whatever. But what I find surprising, though, in all this is that, I mean, I don't know if Jennifer Falk has any enemies or anything like that. I mean, I never heard of her before all that shit went down. So I don't think that she really made any enemies in this community. So, but I'm willing to bet that had she made enemies, even her enemies wouldn't have turned on her the way that some people in her circle there turned on her, or especially in the server. That's what I find surprising. I mean, that's pretty bad. Not, on her, just on the people who turned on her. And that's kind of what I want to point out. It's just, especially this one part. So I'm going to play Sue's video and you guys can see what I mean. And then I'll explain it shit. All right, let me just pull hers up. I'm already in Chrome too, by the way. Yay. Winning. Oh, that's right. I started watching a whole bunch of Thoughty 2 videos today. There we go. Okay. Share screen. Okay. All right. So, oh, wait, let me grab the link for this too. Oh, shoot, I gotta do that too. So here's a link to the video I'm playing now. I'll add the link to the description too when I'm done. So, Sue's video. Let me grab this real quick. All right, so I'm going to start it now. So here we go.
Discuss a couple of things that I've seen online. Hi all, it's Suem here, back with a quick video. I just want to discuss a couple of things that I've seen online over the last couple of days. I'm going to discuss something that was said on Discord first, and then I'm going to go into a Sunshinery stream and show an email where they've been completely dishonest about it, and I'll show you why. Right, I'm going to start with this. This should not be happening on people's Discords. Now this, I'm sorry it's a bit blurry. I wanted to take out, I don't like showing names if they're not like creators or whatever. So I've edited this, but you can see it in full, unedited, on a stream that Jennifer Falk did on her channel, which I'm going to link below. I'm also going to link Sunshinery's videos. But I want to read you this one out. This is regarding Ren and another creator, right? This is happening in Charlotte's Discord. One platform at a time. If we continue to strike and report, he will be done. If you feel he has doxed you or harassed you in his video, get the timestamps and report him. Strike his videos if any form of defamation or racial bigotry has happened. Same with EKC. So yeah, I can't believe that for a start, right? They're in a Discord, Charlotte's Discord, in their public section, talking about striking channels, which is I can't believe it. People are trying to get people taken off the platform, right? These people.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing her video here, and I'm also going to play some parts of the actual streams themselves. And you're going to see a lot of these comments about coordinating shit going after me and Red, but also more than anything, the paranoia that they think everyone is working with me, but whatever. But I don't even care about that. Like I find it amusing, whatever, but I don't find that stream worthy. So I'm not going to make a big deal about that shit. That's all I'm saying.
In this Discord, I'm sure more's going to come out, because I hear they've got another room called the venting room. I can imagine what that's like. But that's what I want to say about that to start off with. Now, I knew something was going on with Erin's channel, because I, as a mod, saw the targeted harassment happen for months and months, got to the point where I couldn't handle it anymore because I wanted to block all these trolls so I don't have to see them anymore on YouTube, which I've done since. And I've probably got more to remove as well. I don't want to see these people on the internet, on YouTube, anywhere. They're disgusting, and they're still going today. I saw things happening in another channel where my name's being mentioned again as doing things that I haven't done. They're talking about people harassing True Ball of Wax now, and my name's in it. I've never tweeted at her, ever. And the only things I've seen on Twitter has been people asking her for proof because she made some wild accusations against people with no proof. People like to see proof around. They don't like people making up garbage. So there's that. Right. Now onto this stream that went for 4 hours and 36 minutes. This is part 2, right? This is called Our Side of the Real Story Behind the Lies, The Truth of Proof as We Know It, part 2. Now, if you want to watch part 1, I'm going to link that below too, but be warned, it's nearly, I think it might be longer than this one, and it's got a lot of cursing in it, the part 1 especially. Like, it's full on really bad cursing. Now I'm showing all these people on panel. They're all creators, so I don't care. They're not subs, just subs or whatever. And JJ during that stream said she'd like to punch somebody in the face. So yeah, there's that. Violence is never okay, and that's against terms of service too, to say things like that. Ugh. But I'm going to play a bit of this video because I want to show an email. Now, when I saw that email, before the stuff they were showing screenshots that have already been seen on Teaspiracy's.
Okay, now as Sue, as she starts the video there and they start talking about the email, just listen to what they're saying about the email. That's all.
Live she initially did, so it's pointless. How they can talk this long. Anyway, I'm going to start playing this. You listening, guys?
There's that. Oh, this is her. Dear Katie.
Now, I'm sorry about showing this horrible email, but I think it's necessary because I want to show you how they've edited. They've taken off the top of this email because somebody else was talking about this email on Twitter weeks ago.
Okay, this was her letter to Katie. I mean, I don't really have to.
Yeah, no, the live stream is there from the last one we did. I just checked. So
okay. This is where she said, and I don't really feel comfortable to read that. She thought that she was dying, kind of. Yeah,
we don't need to read
it. So do the.
Okay, so they don't read it. They just leave it on the screen so everybody else can read it, right? Now, this is obviously one of those spoof emails. Anybody with common sense will read this and go, well, that's not real. Come on, right? Okay, I'm going to show you where this originally was shown. And you won't believe who showed it. Katie Joy on her second Twitter account. Now read what she said above it, because these people, the Sunshinery crew, they didn't show this part. They just showed the email. So how many people are behind this conspiracy? This email's from a spoof site. A spoof site.
Okay, now do you see how messed up that is? Katie, when she shared the email weeks ago, she came right out and said, listen, it's not real. It's not really from Jennifer. Sorry. I'm sucking on a piece of candy. So Katie came right out and said this. She showed the email and everything, but she took the blame or whatever, the ownership or whatever off of Jennifer, rightfully so. But then this stream that Sue's show, playing here from, I don't even know how long ago. It was like over this past week. I know it wasn't that long ago. This was the second stream. So I think this was just like 3 or 4 nights ago, maybe. So when they showed the email in their stream, they're talking about it as if Jennifer actually wrote the freaking email. Because the one person there says, no, this is when she thought she was dying of cancer. When who thought that she was dying of cancer? Does the spoofer? No, she's talking about Jen. When Jen thought that she was dying of cancer. I mean, who the hell does that? I mean, and it's a crazy freaking email too. It really is. I mean, anyone with half a brain, or not, I don't want to say that. Anyone who is even remotely acquainted or familiar with the things that have been going on over the past few months, especially concerning the lawsuit and everything else. Anyone who's just a little bit read into it, they're going to know, they're going to see that and realize it's a bullshit email, you know, and they're trying to pass it off as if it's actually Jennifer's. I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. All right, I'm going to finish it up.
Site. Do not assume Jen sent this. I believe 4 or 5 are sending these based on their grammar, constantly changeable, but they keep throwing names in the hat. Why didn't Sunshinery show that part? Why did they leave that out? Because they're pushing a narrative that Jennifer is lying. Now click on this. It's obviously the same email. Look at that. Same email. Anyway, that's all I want to say about this. But Sunshinery, you're not being honest. You say you're showing proof. I still haven't seen any. Anyway, that's all from me from Australia. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye all.
Okay, now I have a question. Sue. All right, damn it. Oh, I think I turned my camera off for a second. All right, I'm going to turn it right back on. But I have a question there, Sue. At the end of your videos, do you say buy all? Is it buy all? Is that what you're saying? I'm just curious. I just thought I saw lipstick on my teeth. I swear I saw it. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm not even sure I would have picked up on that when I watched the video. But that's buy all, okay. But that's just par for the course. There's a lot of shit I don't pick up on the first time. But so I'm grateful that Sue, picked up on and pointed out, because otherwise I likely would have missed it the first time. But yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. I couldn't believe that when I saw that. All right, I did take timestamps here. I did write them down. Wait a second. Okay. All right, let me go to the video. Am I on here? Okay. Chat, mods, while I have a minute here and I'm looking at chat and stuff, if you need me to put on slow mode or anything, let me know. Don't listen to Irish. Shoot. Is it? Damn it. Go back? It's a live. Go into here. Customization, is that where I go? Okay. All right, yeah, so it's ready to go if need be. Oh my God, sorry about the background, guys. I'm going to just mute the microphone for a second while I pull up the stream. Oh, is that for me? Thank you. Baby Soros, you're grouchy. Did somebody not take a nap today, baby?
What?
Oh my God, I'm not talking to you. Oh, he's funny. So there we go. History. Now, which stream was it? I think it was the second stream I was watching. Because they did 2 streams, part 1 and part 2. Believe it was no way. No, that's right. It wasn't either of their streams. It was sipping tea under the willow trees stream, which is Jennifer. It was her stream. That's one I want to play. Okay, let me pull that up. Come on. Yeah, let me grab the timestamps. Oh, great. That's about to die, so I'm not gonna. Shit. Oh shit. Come on. Why is it whenever I plug shit in, it never charges right away? It's like Apple takes a minute to kick in or something. There we go. Okay. And I have. All right, I'll leave it there. I'll start there. All right, let me go back. Yeah, baby sorrows. Seriously, I mean, I don't care. You don't bother me or anything at all. But if other people in the chat are going to end up being bothered by you, then I'm going to let the chat decide. So, and I'm not going to ban you or anything like that or block you. But I mean, if they opt for timeout, I gotta go with them. Oh yeah, I want to point something out too. Sue M had mentioned how she, modding she needed to take a break from modding. I know my mods kind of. I asked them to put up with a lot. I know that they do, and they graciously, do it. Basically, I know that sometimes they get a little annoyed. I don't blame them, but I mean, they never really say much, But I do appreciate the fact that pretty much any shit that I deal with, they're listening or hear or whatever, they're dealing with it too. Maybe sometimes they deal with it more, and maybe sometimes I do, but either way, they still deal with it too. And I know that that's where I ask a lot of them, because I don't like to block people. And, a lot of it is because I don't want an echo chamber, and I definitely don't want that I construct myself. But also because I know that half the thing is when people are upset, they just want to say it. They want to express it. They want to feel like they're being heard. And if you take that away, then all you're going to do is make their anger worse. So I like to keep it open for people to express this. But I know that when you're in charge of moderating it, it's a pain in the ass. So I just want to say, please, guys, don't give them a hard time. If anything's upsetting you, come to me, DM me or whatever, email me, whatever. Just be gracious to them, please, because they deserve it. So. So also, yeah, back to you, Baby Soros. You killed Jelly Donut. It's not a very nice thing to say. Mods, let me know if Baby Soros is getting to be too much for the chat, and then I will take a poll with the chat. Okay, so this stream I'm going to play. I'm going to be playing clips of it because I did take a timestamp. Now, in the Sunshinery streams, part 1 and part 2, what they did was they took screenshots of their Discord server, and then they displayed the screenshots on during their stream, and they explained or whatever. They told their series, their story of events or whatever throughout their stream using the screenshots. And I didn't see really anything questionable about this. It wasn't until I watched Sipping Tea's stream, the one I'm playing here, that shit starts to jump out at you that it is kind of questionable, because this is how one forms a narrative through screenshots. What they did in stream 1 and stream 2. What Sipping Tea is doing is just showing you the whole thing and showing you through a screen video that nothing's been edited, nothing's been taken out or covered up or whatever. They let all their shit hang out, and I like that. Honestly, I like that. And if you're in DMs or whatever, that's one thing to go sharing DMs. I think that's kind of an asshole thing to do. But even in a Discord server that's private, even if it's on a channel of a server that's private, you only have a small amount, I think, that's reasonable for an expectation of privacy. It's social media. You have to expect that anything you put out on social media that's not in a DM or an email is going to be seen by anyone and everyone. And so I know like some people are upset about this, whatever, because she did this. It's their private Discord server or whatever, but it's not private. Even if it's private, it's not private. And I think that I'm glad she did it, to be honest, because you get to learn a lot, I think. So, all right. But the whole drama there, I'm not even sure what all this drama was about, really. It started out with Teaspiracy and was it Cindy Lou Who? Is that who it was? Something about, they were fighting about something. I think they were fighting about Ren. Because Teaspiracy was like, dudes, you don't want to deal with his shit. You don't want to be, just ignore him. Just freaking ignore him. And then, he's out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And I guess then the two of them started fighting about this or something, or they were fighting about, I don't know, but I don't care about that really. What I was noticing though was some of the other comments in the background. That's what I found telling. So, all right, I'm going to share screen now. Actually, I don't play that part too. I don't know. What are we doing? Oh, I'm an idiot. That's the name of my stream, the one I almost shared. Okay. Actually, I do want to play a little bit here in the beginning. Here. These are screenshots that Jennifer shared. And apparently this is from, I think she said PJ's live chat. But these people are all her friends, man. The way they turned on her, it seems kind of shitty. I don't know. I know it's small to see. Yeah, it's too small to see. Well, I put the link in the description. No, I didn't put the link in there yet. Let me do that now. Damn it. Let me put the link to this in the chat real quick. And I'll be sure to put it in the description too. What you see is there. What is this? I wonder if I could do that. I could probably do that if I was on OBS, but OBS still has that glitch with iMac and the screen gets glitchy. Like I can't even record with it. It sucks. Yeah, there's a link to Jennifer's stream. So there are a couple of parts though. Well, let me put this up on the screen so people know what I'm talking about. Irish says, would have been much easier if there was a side-by-side to compare. Possible that some involved deleted their messages due to all the streams, videos, and tweets. I don't know. I'm not sure if they deleted it, but what I noticed though is that in part one, I'm just going to say it for Sunshine Shiner, I think that's who did it. It's part one and part two. For those two streams, they redacted a lot of shit, like almost everyone's name that wasn't directly involved. They tried to redact. They fucked up a lot. But they also redacted comments or whatever by people. And a couple of times, like there's this one part where I think it's part two. I think it was that one where there was this one screenshot that they showed and they had like this whole section blacked out. And they put like a comment in text underneath it saying this had nothing to do with any of the discussion going on. This had to do with something else. And by accident, I just happened to catch like what they covered up. And that was bullshit. It had to do with exactly with what was being discussed. I mean, it wasn't anything big. I don't even know why they felt the need to redact it, to be honest. But I mean, that right there was just like, dudes, that why lie? Like, I don't know. But so when you say this, I do kind of want to do a comparison of them side by side, but I don't know how I can do it in stream. I don't think I can. I mean, I would gladly do it now, but. Oh yeah, what's going on with baby here? Oh, cool. Is everything copacetic now? It looks like. I tell you, Claire, you're like the chat whisperer sometimes. Yeah, you are on it. You're right. Okay. So I didn't think about how hard it's going to be to do these screenshots, but this is the only most of the screenshots are bigger, so they'll be easier to see. Let me get up to 1330 again. All right. So it's this right here. I think, who are they talking about? I forget.
Miss Jade for the Court of
Okay.
Public.
Who is she talking about? I don't think it says. No, she wasn't saying that Katie was
Opinion?
working with me, was she? Right here. JJ says, guys, I highly suspect that she's in with Aaron, etc. But this screenshot just before this, where they were talking about Katie, is that Jesus? I mean, I've been accused of some pretty foul shit in my past, but working with Katie? Come on. Oh, maybe she meant Jennifer. I don't know. Either way.
Miss JJ. Guys, I highly suspect she's in with Aaron.
See.
Miss BB loves honey tea. I had suspect.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead to the other timestamps in a second. But it's amazing, though. You're going, especially the next one's coming up, because I got like 7 of them saved here. You're going to see just how they're so paranoid about people working with me. It's very weird. But also, too, how they just switched on Jennifer. But what I find interesting, though, too, I'm going to jump ahead here and show you. Later on in the video, I think it starts at right here, about 37:18 or so. It's not just a screen video of the chat dialogue, but the person who's taking the video is actively commenting. So there's like no question whatsoever of how the accuracy, the authenticity or whatever of the shit that's in the screen video, because it's happening in real time as it's being recorded. I find that interesting. And I believe it was Teaspiracy, because it looked like her that was commenting. So I think she's the one who took the video. I find that kind of cool. Let me check the chat quick. What? Oh, they were talking about Teaspiracy, Sue M? That's who they thought was working with it? God, that's crazy. I don't know. All right. So I have 5207. But yeah, this part, though, where you see her actively commenting, that goes from about 37 minutes there to about 47. So about 10 minutes. 10 minutes of this video being taken of her actively commenting. I thought that was pretty cool. 52. Okay, so here, though, you're going to see the screenshots shown in this I'm going to let play.
By the way, guys, these
what you're hearing too, the stream that you're hearing being played right now is, I believe it's part 2 of Sunshinery's stream.
screenshots are not doctored. Just going to point that out there. They're color blocked to protect people's identity,
They're not.
but they're not edited to get rid of anything. They're just color blocked.
Okay. Right, let me go back to this part. Because I want to see them. They're easier to read when they're back here.
Reading over and over. I received word after leave.
I took the
Again,
timestamps for the later ones, but they're harder to see.
too much that KJ got a picture. A particular one bothers me because I received, there was no, once again, come off as a liar.
He's on 52. Yeah, it's hard to see. Okay, there we go.
Too much when no one accused her of anything. It was
what the hell?
weird. Miss Person's name was even brought in. Cindy Lou Who. Yeah, she left on every Discord that I'm a member of.
See, now.
Okay.
Here we go.
I mean, this is stuff that people were saying behind my back. Again, stuff I couldn't respond to because I wasn't there. And then there's the lovely piece of evidence showing that, you know, I sent threats to Katie Joy. The implication was that I sent her threats. They showed the letter that was on Katie Joy's Twitter that she specifically said, do not assume Jen sent this. However, they felt the need to at least allude to the fact that I could have sent it. I mean, honestly, I feel like they flat out said it, but
I agree.
I leave it as they alluded to it. So that's the last of the screenshots that I have personally taken. So now we will start with, let me close this. We will start with the screen record of the Discord server. Again, I prefer
Thank you, Steve. Oh my God. Great. Okay. So I was muted throughout all of that. Lovely. Thank you, Steve, though. I saw your message. Okay. So I'm not sure when I muted myself. I started off saying that I wanted to get to the point because when they started showing the screen record, they started recording as they scrolled like real quick to get to the beginning, and that's what took me so long to get to. And then I got to the beginning, and that's why now it's scrolling slowly. So there, we got there. But what you're going to see a lot of here, like I was just talking about a minute ago or a second ago, I don't know. Here, Pink Flamingo, and don't give Pink Flamingo any shit either, please. I like Pink Flamingo, okay? And I'm not doing this to put them on the spot or whatever. I'm sure that they asked this question because they were just concerned about AZ. I don't doubt that. But this isn't the first person who I've seen ask about a restraining order. And also, too, I want to point out that they asked us, in a Discord, not like in YouTube comments. But there was a GoFundMe campaign started not so long ago to try to help Charlotte get a restraining order or try to get one against Ren. I mean, that's just crazy to me. I mean, like restraining orders, I mean, like no one's safety is being threatened here. Their safe space maybe is being threatened, but not their safety. And a restraining order or stay away order, whatever, I mean, that's a tool or something there for people who desperately need it. It's not there because you just want it. I just don't understand this whole like going real life thing. I mean, so much of the stream too that I notice is about trying to control what other people say and do with their social media profiles or their Twitter or their channel. And I mean, so long as shit's like in the realm of within terms of service, then it's allowed, I mean, no one has the right to tell other people what they're allowed to say, except unless you own the platform in which people are using to say what they want to say. And even then, most people, I don't know, but it's just crazy how so many people, it seems like, they want to control. They want to like mold every place they go to on the internet to be within their comfort zone. And I understand not wanting to be put out of your comfort zone at times. I understand wanting or needing a safe space, but to push that on everyone else, I don't understand that. So thank you again, Steve, for letting me know I'm muted, or I was muted. I know. Well, it's been a while since I really muted myself for a long time. So yeah, whatever. I was due. Okay. Oh yeah, there's music and stuff playing in the video in the background, but I turned it down. I want to point out too, me and Tina, we said months ago to just block him and ignore him. And like, that's kind of what started a lot of like the harassment and shit, like the targeting or whatever, is because I had the balls to suggest to people to just ignore someone on YouTube. So I just want to point that out. But yeah, she's so right there. Like here, Ren said this, Ren said that. Ren can't say anything if you stop listening. And like, this is, I don't mind listening to Ren. I sometimes enjoy listening to Ren. Usually I do. But if you don't, then don't. That's, it's not hard. What? Holy shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I got someone just. What's my? I need a. Shit, I need a link. I need a link to my video. Sorry, I just got a message from someone I hadn't talked to in like 20 years. I want to send them a link like, hey, I happen to be live right now. almost done. Okay. So, as I was saying, wait, what? Oh my God, I didn't see that before. She says I'm receiving vile death threats and emails every day. It sucks. They're trying to pinpoint where I worked and what my real name is. That's weird. Why would she be getting death threats every day? That's really weird. I don't know. I don't buy that. And yeah, okay. This I did see. He does what he does. It doesn't matter if we talk about him. Let me enlarge that. I did have it enlarged. Okay. He does what he does. It doesn't matter if we talk about him or not. He just continues. Okay. That's not true. It's real. I mean, he did. I've seen there were brief pockets of time or whatever when people were not. Shoot, why did that happen? Okay, there were brief pockets of time or whatever when people were not like going at him, and he backed away. He kind of shut up, or he didn't try as hard or whatever. He didn't go into chats or whatever, messing with people so much. So I mean, I have to disagree with what she said there. But I mean, regardless, you can't. You shouldn't do or not do something as in hopes that it'll affect how somebody else behaves or reacts. Like okay, if you want to apologize to someone, you shouldn't apologize to someone because you want to get them to forgive you or because you want to get them to behave in a certain way. Okay, you forgive or you apologize to someone because you just actually feel sorry. Like if they turn around and spit in your face afterwards, you should not then regret your apology. You shouldn't you shouldn't do something with expectations. And so for her to say that, then she's saying like basically, well, it doesn't matter what we do because she's thinking that if we do shut up, then she's applying an expectation to what he's going to do. And you're going to find like all of your expectations, none of them get met if that's what you do, because it's just how it is. You can't convince anyone. You can't manipulate shit like that. You do what you do because it's right for you to do. That's it. So. Wait, what? Who's talking about drums? Wait, what? I am not. I'm not still muted, am I? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. So yeah, that was sound. That's all I turned down. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the stream. Okay. Oh yeah, too. And AZ says here, as far as I can tell, I'm the only one not actively participating, giving him what he wants. And I have to say, she's right about that, because for the longest time, I think pretty much since AZ and Bren had like their falling out there or whatever, like I think she did 1 or 2 streams or something after him, but that was like directly afterwards. But after that though, she just stopped. I mean, I don't know if she just, for whatever reason she did, but she was right though, because she stopped talking about him, good or bad. She stopped, whatever. And he kind of left, he backed away and he left her alone, which further proves that her words have power there. Her comment earlier, it doesn't matter what we do. He's just going to continue. No, it does matter. I mean, it can have a difference, because when people stop getting a reaction, they're going to give up. It's like one of those things where if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results sort of thing, and that's just how it is. I mean, if you're looking to get a certain result and what you're doing isn't working, eventually you're going to give up and try something else. So. Oh, that's right too. Oh my God, I'm curious, were you doxxed fully? Does this sound like she was asking AZ that? Because I bring that up because of the shit that I caught for saying soft dox. I don't know. I said it one time too, mind you, one freaking time. And yeah, And well, I think WOACB is like still not forgetting about it or some shit. But I mean, were you doxxed fully? Was it a soft dox? That's what it kind of sounds like. It's being asked there to me. I don't know. Just shit like that kind of jumps out at me, I guess. Yeah, it's Steve. I agree with you. I don't like Discord. Like I won't have a Discord. I won't. At least I don't foresee me having a Discord. I don't want to say never, but oh hey JCM. Oh, I didn't even see you come in. Hey Teaspiracy. Wow, it's so weird seeing some of these names in my chat. Like people aren't like wanting to kill each other. Hey, Julie Virgo. Actually, no. I've renamed Julie. It's not Julie Virgo. It's Julie fucking Virgo. That's her name now. Like Julie fucking Virgo. And it should be said like through gritted teeth a little bit, like Julie fucking Virgo. It's funny though, like I started calling her that. It was kind of like it because she was such a pain in the ass kind of thing. And I forget what it was. She did something, but it's like out of the whole crew there, she was like the only one who had the balls to do this thing. And I was like, Julie fucking Virgo. It's like just over that one act, she went from pain in the ass Julie fucking Virgo to badass Julie fucking Virgo. Okay, all right, I'm going back to the stream. I don't want to keep pausing this either, so I'm just trying to skim it real quick and find the ones I was looking for. You know, I'm curious why so many people in this Discord don't want people associating with me. I mean, I get that they don't like Ren, and I understand if they don't like Ren. But I mean, I don't care. Honestly, I really don't care. I'm curious, though. I don't care, but I am curious. What was this thing that Unirex said? I can't read that. It's too small. I don't even know what the hell her comment said. I don't even know what she's talking about there. And I have a prediction too to make about this group here, because reading these comments, I see like a little alpha female like headbutting starting to start. So I have a prediction over who the next like blow up is going to involve. I'm not going to say though. Maybe I'll share with one other person just so I have a witness for if and when I'm right. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, was it PJ that just asked that? Here. I just wanted to clear this up. She asked, why is this unlisted? And it's the fucking Reagan video of the mixed bag of contradictions. Now I don't speak for Reagan. And really, if there's anyone who doesn't need someone to speak on their behalf, it's Reagan. But I'm going to guess here. I'm assuming that she made much or all of her YouTube content private or unlisted, rather, right about the time everyone kind of just made her enemy number one, like kind of like how she removed her, her Dropbox for all the court filings, because those things cost money, by the way. Maybe not for her because maybe she has a connection or something, but like if I wanted to have them and upload them, it would cost me money pretty much for everyone. Not much, a couple of bucks, whatever. So she offered that to the whole community for free, every filing. And there were a shitload of filings in the few months that this thing was in court, was going back and forth. I mean, they didn't even make it to court yet, you know? So I'm guessing when everyone kind of turned on her and started asking, well, who the hell is she? What has she done? She, whatever, and calling her like, what was it? I don't even remember. They had a few choice names for her, though. They were kind of shitty. I'm guessing that that's probably when she unlisted her content, because why should she keep providing the shit that she put her time and blood, sweat, and tears and everything into? I mean, I get people were mad at her. She got that people were mad at her. She probably I know she understood that. But there's mad, and I don't know. And then there's just like a pack attack, you know? And I don't know. Let me check chat real quick while I'm stopped. Oh, who's trolling now? Who's Leon? Was it babies? Huh? What the hell? Julie says, Baby Sorrow, send me your address and I'll send you a jar of my tears. What the fuck? Julie fucking Virgo. Oh, now I see why she said that. Okay. Are you kidding? This is crazy. Like, I've seen a couple people now say this about Julie, like saying how she likes to play the victim or whatever. You know, even when, like, I really just didn't care for much of the people who are involved in this shit, and Julie being one of them, the accusation of anyone trying to play victim, the last person I would have put that on is Julie. I mean, she'll come out and she'll tell you something shitty that happened, but she's not sad fishing. I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know, but that blows my mind that people say that about her. Okay, Claire, well then you do you. I mean, whatever, I trust you. I just ask that you don't block them yet, but I mean, if there's any way you can ban them for the night or something, that's fine. I don't care. In fact, if I'm going to put that, the accusation of playing victim on anyone, I mean, I think I just added them into my recent translator video there, you know, like, yeah, it's been 5 seconds since she last cried, you know, we're due. That's who I would put it on. All right, let me get back to this. Wow, suddenly I don't know if it's my video feed or what. It's kind of blurry now. Wait a minute, wait. Oh, is this her? I think that was the part. Yes. If you notice here, the eyes, okay, and then this comment here, I don't watch him either. He grosses me out. Okay, this is what I noticed in one of the screenshots that I was showing earlier. So what they had blocked out was all the Jen Bun Girl, I think. What they had blocked out, it looks like, is all the stuff about Reagan. So, like, everything here that Jen's saying was redacted. See, this kills me. I mean, there's something so disturbing about the levels that women will go to. I'm not at all defending what Reagan did there in that one tweet, okay? No one is. Oh, and it was a dick move, and she knows it too, I think. But, or no, I don't want to say but, because I understand people's issue when I do that. So yeah, it was a dick move. So does that mean, though, that the people in this Discord have every right to dox Reagan amongst each other here and to pass around this info? Now, for granted, it wasn't Reagan. It wasn't. But they didn't know that. They believed that it was. And they were looking to fuck up this woman's life over all this shit. And It just seems like a very hypocritical reaction to someone being soft doxxed, okay? Or what was it? How did she word it? Not fully doxxed, was that it, I think? So to then encourage a full doxing on the person who you believe soft doxed someone, I don't know. That just seems kind of hypocritical. And see here, though, too, and then she goes on to talk about rent and everything. That's what this whole thing is about. So see, this is what was blacked out. I don't know. I just find that telling. Oh, that's right. I already read that. So here, too, Froggy says, one platform at a time. If we continue to strike and report, he will be done. If you feel he has doxed you or harassed you in his videos, get the timestamps and report him. Strike his videos if any form of defamation or racial bigotry. They're talking about a black man. Okay, just I want to point that out for those who are unaware. They are talking about a black man. And while talking about a black man, they say, strike his video if any form of defamation or racial bigotry has happened. Now, they're not talking about like striking people in the chat. No, they're talking about striking the black man for racial bigotry. That's what they're talking about. And same with EKC. Okay. That kills me because who am I a racist bigot to? Like white people? Well, I mean, maybe to black people, but I mean, that's not intentional. I'm intentionally like that to white people, I think, but whatever. That kills me. I mean, that's what they're in this Discord and they're like plotting and everything to go after people's channels and shit, which normally I wouldn't care, but I know, I mean, and I don't know this about Renner. I don't know what he makes off of his channel, and I don't know how much he relies on the income. I don't even know if he does, okay? But that's the point. We don't know. So who are we to then try to take that away, to try to fuck up someone's livelihood or whatever, all because, what, they don't like it? This really gets to me. I don't know. But although at least she kind of comes around. I'm going to ignore him and Aaron 100%. They are harmful, spiteful people. Well, that may be. I didn't see that one before. I too am ignoring Aaron. She ignores my question about how her investigation helped the cop. Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm going to be petty here. She said, Jen Bun Girl, that's all anyone can do, I think. Report and move on. The pair of them are obviously getting kicks out of this. They're also trying to cause infighting between anyone supporting Char or AZ. I know he's so hard to ignore, but imagine how upset he'll be when he gets no attention. He'll have to find a new target. I hope Uni can get the pair of them taken down. Oh, sweetheart. You put all your hopes in the wrong basket there. Erin is spiraling because she thought she was more popular than she is. Y'all are talking about me in your private Discord. I'd say I'm pretty popular with you guys anyways. She doesn't like this backlash, but is trying to pretend it doesn't bother her. Well, it doesn't bother me. I mean, whatever. Okay, let me check chat here. Oh, no one's on panel. Just me. Sorry. I can put the link in if anyone wants. Hey, you don't want to do that? Someone want to come up? Because I know I'm not all that much fun. Here you go, if anyone wants to come on. Not you, Steve. I'm kidding, Steve. You can come on. But I thought, why don't we ask someone to come on who's like directly involved in this? Or not, whatever. Oh, but thank you, Salty. You can say I'm offended. You're very popular in my house. Yay. Get Julie fucking Virgo on panel. She's more than welcome to come up. Yeah, and John, you're right too. John's talking to Renelle saying they seem to have not matured past junior high school. And I get that, whatever. But I mean, I get it to a certain degree. But yeah, I mean, they're making peace with her. Oh, they are making peace with. I mean, it's great if they are. I hope that they are making peace with her. I mean, I think that they should just. It doesn't even have to be peace. Just like cease fire. You know. Oh shoot! Didn't I get one of the? Oh shit! Oh shit! Who is this? Thank you so. Oh, that's what you mean, Kimberly Ryman. Oh, you're funny. Thank you so much for the super chat. She said, "Aaron, we can't hear you." And that's. I just saw her comment saying she did that. Okay. Can we time them out for longer than 300 seconds? I mean. I guess if we have to block him, we can. I'll just unblock him after the stream. That's all. Okay, there you go. Hidden. Yeah, that works. All right. I think we gave him enough chances. I'm not trying to create an echo chamber or anything here, but I mean, he's messing with people in the chat and they don't want to hear it, whatever. Like I said, it's your guys' chat. It's not mine. All right. So no one wants to come up. All right, fine. No, I'm kidding. Oh, it's 4 a.m. there. Okay. I don't know what that means, Julie. All right. Can y'all help me decipher what Julie said here? Usually I can't understand her because of her accent. No, I just don't understand the word she's using. Thanks, Aaron. It's 4 a.m. I got that. Though I should be sleeping. I got that. But I took a notion for raisins. Okay. All right. I'll unban. Thank you, Claire. That's fine. You're cool. Yeah, what are you talking? Oh, craving. You have a craving for raisins? Yeah, you lost me at raisins too. Needs a snack. She was craving. Who the hell craves raisins? Like, that's weird. It's like craving rice cakes. All right. Okay, yeah, let's talk about it. You want to? If Sue says you've been following this and you should come up and panel, then I trust Sue. So here, let me drop that again in case you didn't see it or you can't find it, whatever. But yeah, because like I'm still playing catch up on this. Like I haven't watched the entirety of the Sunshinery streams. I did watch all of Jennifer's stream here though. So. And I thought even what I saw there and for the little bit that I seen of the part, I think it was part 1. I saw, yeah, I started to watch part 2, but I didn't get all the way through it. I found it very insightful. She's a new creator. Okay. Oh, was that the back room? Yeah, it was. Please no penises. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Meet you too. I've followed you for a long time.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. So Sue says that you're a new creator.
Yeah, I am. I had done a stream, I don't know, last week or about a week ago, just giving my perspective as what I guess would be considered a lurker on Charlotte's channel. I wasn't somebody that ever really commented. And so I did a stream giving my opinion after watching AZ's video. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just have just been keeping an eye, and of course the naysayers don't agree with me, but most of my comments, kind of agree that it's not just mods that are the problem that Charlotte is, maybe blaming. It's the way they're treated, the way they're ignored, and people who go to her with a concern or like a red flag, because, you know, when you're in the middle of it, sometimes you just don't see it. And
Yeah.
outsiders, they see it. And people would email her and bring it to her attention. And she just kind of dismissed it and wrote them off as trolls or haters. And
who else does that?
yeah, it's awfully funny that they want to classify themselves as not anti-KJ channel, yet 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, where does it lead? It leads right back to the crystal ball. I mean, I'm quiet, but I've been paying attention.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of what I noticed too. Like, I mean, when I said on Red Stream there the other night that I went looking up Charlotte on Facebook, because I did like her. I mean, she's a creator who I could see myself watching for a while. You know, I enjoyed watching her. I enjoyed listening to her and you know, interacting with the chat, the whole nine. Like, she's actually the first person I ever super chatted before, you know? And, but it was, it was that when I went looking for her on Facebook there and I saw all the different last names and all these different accounts, and I'm like, you know, and these weren't sock accounts, because like when you make a sock account, you make it so that it's not connected to your real account in any way. But it was almost like she made one and then for some reason just stopped using it, made another. And that's what it looked like. So, and I'm thinking, that just looks kind of shady to me. You know, I'm not saying she's shady. I don't know, but it looks like someone I maybe not want to get mixed up with, you know? So, but then it was like after that, I just started noticing things. Now that I had it in the back of my head that she might be a little shady, I start noticing things in her streams and her behavior and everything. You know, I don't know, and I think that it's stuff like that, like the hypocrisy of it all, that I started noticing first, and how much of the same things she complained about Katie, she kind of saw there too. So
yes, yep.
I mean, I have no doubt that you'll see me exhibit some of that. I mean, we're all human. We're all over the spectrum, I think, at times, you know, but there's once in a while, or having a bad day, or like an oddity or something. And then there's just, it's a little bit of a trait, and that's what it was. So
yeah, when you see patterns of behavior,
right,
and you start to pick up on that and people show you who they are, you have to believe them.
Yes. Yeah.
Charlotte was actually the reason I started my channel. I had been, you know, I watched bigger podcasts and stuff. So I was under the illusion that I needed expensive technology, and, you know, I would have to show my face, which I will get hate over as my channel grows. I'll never show my face because of what I've seen in the KJ bubble. Like, no, thank you. You aren't putting my face in no Google image search trying to fuck with my family, because
I'm sorry. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. I'm sorry.
No. I you know what I mean? I'm not I mean, I laugh at it. I think it's funny that they dog on people and say they hide, you know, maybe behind an avatar, when they're the reason people are scared to come forward and speak up. Because if you do,
right,
especially in Charlotte's streams, there's several that just go hard and they have no boundaries at all.
Oh yeah. I don't doubt that. I mean, I coming from the anti-vaccine community there, you know, watching them and just the crazy shit that some of them will do, I thought that was bad. Then I came here into the drama community on YouTube, and I was like, whoa, you know, they're like way worse, you know. And I think there's one other community that's even worse than the drama community, though. Well, we don't need to talk about that. But I mean, yeah, some of them they'll go like there's no limit or whatever, you know. It's like, I really think that there are some people that are sitting around swatting each other. I really think that.
Yeah. And I think that that's how they get their, I mean, I don't like to kink shame, but, you know, that's how they get their rocks off. And I want no part of that. And so, yeah, Charlotte was the reason, because I saw her start from such a humble beginning. And like mainly a lot of people, I was duped, and I fell for the sweet, innocent. But then I started noticing things where she was like, I don't want to be involved in drama, but every stream was discussing drama. And so, yeah, it just started to get a little, you know, sketchy. And like I said, I never commented or anything, but on her recent video, I had replied to a comment because a couple mods, from what people told me, they're mods, we're going in there and saying, who are you? You don't know what's going on, because they assume they've never seen those names, that those people don't have any, like, we're all stupid, you know, and one word for creators is your subs aren't stupid. Everybody's smart enough to see without having to jump on any bandwagon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, sure, there's some people who will jump on, but for the most part, yeah, that's the way it is. And I mean, like right now I'm looking, it says 310 people are watching now. There's like maybe 10% of that, maybe 15% who are chatting. So just because they're names that you haven't seen before doesn't mean that they're not very familiar with you, your channel, your mods, or your subscriber, the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yep, you're right.
So, okay. Now, as far as this here with everything, I know that, like, how are things faring right now for Jennifer? Do you know or think?
I don't know much about Jennifer. I've been catching up on her videos, and I had caught the part 2 stream or whatever and watched that because I thought, okay, these people, you know, I mean, I'll hear them out. I listen to AZ, I'll listen to them. And I watched that. And if you didn't see Jennifer's video, you probably took what they were showing you as fact, because everything looked real convincing and like they were being on the up and up. And then you watched Jennifer's video and it's like, okay, there's some really, really dirty people involved in this. And I think, at least from my perspective, it feels like maybe Charlotte's a little bit in over her head and is afraid to hurt people's feelings. But some people need to have their feelings hurt, because that's the only, I mean, you have to tell the ones that are doing this to stop. They're not helping. By the video that they showed where they cut everything out didn't help. And the attacking and grown adults calling Jennifer liar.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
do they go to the same daycare as baby Soros? Because I'm not exactly sure how we're all claiming to be adults if that's how we behave.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, baby, do you know them?
Yeah, liar. Like, I didn't even know who they were talking about. Like, that's not even like, it doesn't even resemble her name enough for someone who's not familiar with the situation to make the connection, you know? I don't know. I wasn't, you know, that was not only immature, it wasn't even that impressive, I thought.
Exactly. It wasn't even clever.
The only thing I disagree with what you say, though, is that of Charlotte not wanting to hurt people's feelings, because, and the only reason why I disagree with that is because, like, I think we all seen or heard, you know, just how she has addressed much of this, like before this big fallout, you know, when it started to unravel or whatever, the way she talked about Julie, for example, like in the like, I think 1 or 2 videos she uploaded. I don't know, just, she had to have known she was kind of hurting Julie's feelings there. And it didn't seem to bother her much. I mean, maybe it's.
No, you're valid in that. I think, yeah, I think maybe that, I guess from my perspective, that's the vibe that she's putting out, I guess.
Yes.
Using that maybe as an excuse.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right with that. Yeah. In my opinion. Yeah. Oh, geez. Oh my, that they said that Uni was here. I was like, what? Okay. So, all right. So it's Jennifer. How about Teaspiracy? Like, do you know if she's catching a lot of shit or whatever from this?
I don't think she's catching as much shit as she definitely thought she would. I think when she came out with that video, you know, she knew that, I think she thought she was really going to get dogged and her channel was really going to suffer. And I mean, I respect her for that. 100% for just putting herself on the line and having enough balls to say right is right. I'm going to speak out about this. And if they come for me, they come for me. I've watched a couple of her videos and a couple of her lives. She had a paranormal one the other night, and a couple of things on Instagram. And, you know, I mean, I can't speak for her, but I think, I don't think it's probably anywhere near the truth that's being thrown like towards Charlotte's way that she's seeing as hate. I don't think that AZ's getting that kind of shit. Okay,
that's good. Yeah, and I really agree with you too. Like, I was talking about it in comments. I think I discussed it too in a stream last week or something about AZ. We got in someone said something about her in my comments. I'm like, and it's not even that I dislike AZ. It's not like that. I mean, when she first came on the scene and everything, I liked her. I really liked her. But then it just seemed like over months, a few months after that, I don't know, maybe the majority of this year, I'll say, I think maybe she kind of got, she was in with her crew, and I get that. And I think maybe it seemed like she didn't really, she wasn't being true to herself, I guess you could say. And I think with her, I think she's one of the people who that's very noticeable on, because I think some people can kind of bullshit better than others. And it's not that she can't bullshit. I no doubt that she can, but I think that when she's supposed to be speaking from her, that she has a harder time bullshitting unless she has to believe in what she's saying, basically. And I think that's what I know that's the difference I've seen in her. And then the past few weeks, I feel like you started to see TZ come out again. And she's just like, you know what, fuck this. And she just started believing and, saying shit that she believed in again. And that meant going against the crew that she's been running with here on these YouTube streets or whatever, So yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you on everything you said. I think it goes kind of back to that. You kind of get so involved in it that you just don't see it. You're so blinded by what your heart feels that you stop kind of listening to the logic part and those warning signs, because your heart is genuinely invested in this person because you're a good person and you care. And I think whatever it was that was able to kind of trigger that switch in AZ, I agree with you. I'm seeing the old AZ, the reason I subscribed to her channel.
Right. Yeah.
I'm seeing that again. And I appreciate her telling it like it is and owning her nasty and being transparent with it. Because I'd rather someone be straight up transparent with their bullshit to my face than to be nicey nice. And, from what I hear in the community, Charlotte is not the same person on her videos on her channel at 4 every day as she is in live stream chats of people. You know what I mean? Not the same human.
Yeah, that is so true. I mean, I noticed that. I didn't notice it right away. I don't think. I think when all the stuff with Ren and stuff started, really blowing up, that's when I started noticing it, because I hear I was hearing her or her people from her chats, whatever, constantly complaining about Ren, and they paint this picture of this horrible, vicious person who's just out here on YouTube just going at people, and then you don't see it though. But then you start to pick up on it and you realize that that's what you're kind of seeing from them a little bit, only it's more of a passive aggressive way in which they're doing it. And that's the difference I've seen in Charlotte. I mean, like you said, she's the one person in the streams, but then in the live chats, it's like these little comments, I don't know how do I want to explain this? She's dropping suggestions without saying it. I don't know, but yeah, definitely.
No, you're
different.
right. It's underhanded, sneaky.
Yes.
Kind of, saying what she knows will rile up the people who are in the same chat with her that she's in the group with. She knows what to say to get them to then react and attack and kind of hide in the shadows.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think it's coming to light and people are seeing it. And I had done a video today because criticism is being classified as hate. Her comments were turned off on her apology video. And I read most of the comments on it before they were turned off. And while, yes, there were people like Baby Soros who were just nothing but being hateful on there and trolly, but there were many, many more people who were saying, hey, we've noticed this for months. This apology wasn't it. You didn't own up to anything. We like your channel. Please take accountability so we can continue to be here. And it was ignored.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to point out too something you said earlier when I asked about Teaspiracy, you had mentioned how Charlotte's she is getting a lot of bullshit, a lot of shit, not bullshit, a lot of shit or whatever for things, and I gotta say that surprised me. I didn't expect to see that, and I of course even Charlotte I don't want to see get attacked or whatever, get all kinds of hate or whatever. But yeah, people should be allowed to say, listen, this is how I feel about this. And even if they say it in a not very nice way, so long as they're not, vicious or attacking, I mean, that's their right. Yeah. And the worst thing you can do in a situation like that, especially when you're trying to make amends or whatever, the worst thing you can do is silence them and take away the comments.
100%. Silence is complacency, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's sad. I don't want anybody on here to get hate, whether it's Charlotte, whether it's Katie, and I do not like the crystal ball, not a fan. I cannot stand to sit through listening to her try to pronounce names or read. And so I was done after like 3 videos, but I've watched the stuff. I've seen the mess, and I just think that Charlotte starting her channel based on KJ, it's ironic that she's developed those same patterns of behavior that she has been reporting on all this time. It's kind of just leached into her. And I don't even know if she's open to listening to enough people to even make a change. So, I don't wish her hate, but she's got to show growth, I think, before the community has a more open mind about her.
Hey, Irish. Sorry, just one real quick. Thank you so much for this super chat. It already went past my screen, so I got to say it now. They asked, who was Cindy Lou Who, and what did you say before that she did? I'll answer that in a second. So, hi, Irish.
Hello.
Oh, wow, you're quiet.
Am I? I'm sorry. I was deep throating my inhaler. The air quality is very bad here.
Okay. What's up?
I love the lip shade.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is amazing. I went to her website.
Mm-hmm.
I need a sugar daddy. Like, girlfriend needs some moolah to buy stuff on that site. I've been trying to keep up a little bit with what's going on, and the people that keep having all these streams, it's kind of disturbing. Like, you know me, right? You know me pretty well. I don't want to ever tell anybody that they can't do the content they want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at some point you're beating a dead horse. And at some point shut up. I didn't ask you to play anything, you dumb bitch.
Siri?
I don't know
Alexa?
why. Yeah, worst birthday present I ever had. At some point though, it's like, like they're beating a dead horse, and almost like it's bullying. Like they're doing like 4 hours of like just browbeating, and I don't understand. That's why I said to you earlier, I apologize for the misunderstanding. I didn't mean you would do a side by side. I meant, it would have been cool if Jennifer Falk would have been able to do a side by side, so we can see. But you have pointed out some stuff that I didn't know before, so thanks for doing that.
You're welcome.
I don't. This whole infighting, it hurts my uterus. I've been in my period 2 weeks because of you people. Like, can everybody just like get along for a little while so I can stop eating Motrin like M&Ms? But I just think at some point, if we work the pig through the snake, it seems to me that this little argument here, I don't mean to minimize by calling it little, but that this argument here got started by whoever went to Ren and told Ren that a Jennifer called his sponsor. And then I don't know how Ren associated that Jennifer with being Jennifer Falk, if that's the only Jennifer who knows in the community, because I was told, and it's being told publicly, that a Jennifer M has openly admitted that it was her.
Yeah.
That it was initially admitted in Charlotte's server.
Mm-hmm.
It said it in there, and somehow it got from there to Ren. So who told Ren that did they say it was Jennifer Falk? Like, how, was it just misidentity? Because now all of a sudden it's turned into, Jennifer Falk is the reason for world hunger.
Yeah, I don't know. From what my understanding of that was, I'm not sure how Ren found out that it was even someone from like that area of YouTube or whatever. Yeah. I'm not sure what led to that, let alone what tipped him off that it might have been, even wrongfully so, Jennifer Falk. I have no idea. And I didn't see anything that was discussed though in one of the streams. It might have been part 1 of Sunshineries. I think it was discussed, but I'm not sure I would believe that entirely. No, wait. Julie Virgo stream. Julie Virgo did a stream where Christ conflict and Jennifer came up on it. And I believe that that's where it was discussed. And I want to say that maybe somewhere in that stream, it was mentioned how Ren came to think it was Jennifer, but I'm not positive. I know Julie might know. So she's in chat. So Julie,
It's confusing because, and I'm sorry if anybody says I'm low. I turned up my mic a little bit. If it's too loud,
Yeah,
let
that's
me
better.
know.
That's better.
Okay. It's just, it just seems that it's gotten very much exaggerated, and it seems like Ren has calmed down about the sponsor thing. I don't know if he got his sponsor back or a new sponsor, but at any rate, it's done and it's over with. So it just seems like that is what started all this.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it's and you know, and I'd be upset too. Like I was saying earlier, like you don't know who's relying on this income, and so long
Yeah.
as they're not going against terms of service, so long as no one's like actually being harmed or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
then who are you to police this shit?
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
you just don't listen.
Okay, and in the same regard, why did Ren lose his shit and you know, decide he's gonna pull up Charlotte's Facebook
Oh yeah,
and all that stuff,
but
you know?
actually, technically, I'm the one who pulled up Charlotte's
No,
face.
I know you did.
But and I'm gonna say it again. I don't care. I redacted her last
listen,
name,
no,
and I
no
didn't
way.
share your URL.
I'm not gonna blame you for that because he runs his own stream. He pulls up his
I
own
know, yeah.
content, you know, and he's in control of his own castle.
Right.
So
No,
he
and
has
you're
to
right.
be yeah. You know,
No,
he has to be responsible. He's a big boy. He
Mhm.
wants to be treated like a big boy. So, you
Yeah,
know,
no,
if
you're
he
right. I mean,
messes up, he deserves to get called out. And I don't blame Teaspiracy for getting upset and going in a Discord server and losing her shit, because when you get doxxed, it's scary. You know, and it may not have been a full dox for her. It may have just been her first name in her town. Either way, it's shocking. It's scary. And you think that, oh my God, is it just going to end there? Like, is my door going to get blown off?
right.
Because
no,
I've had
no
that
doubt.
happen to me, you know,
Yeah.
and getting hard doxed is scary with maps to your door, maps to your business. And, you know, they're taking pictures of my house and me standing in my kitchen doing my dishes. You know,
Right, well,
it's not fun.
No, I know.
So,
like,
yeah, I kind
I-
of get her flipping out a little bit.
oh yeah,
Like,
no doubt.
yeah.
Like, I mean, the first time this shit happened to me, it was on Facebook when I pissed off a group of like over 100,000 anti-vaxxers. And like they posted my address and everything, and what they thought was my phone number. I feel really bad for that one person who owned that phone number. But then they started asking the group, because I mean it was a Facebook group of like over 100,000 people. That's a lot of freaking people. So they started asking people in the group who lived in Central New York, who lived near me. And that's when I started getting worried. I'm like, oh shit. So now I'm like, I can't sleep now for 3 days because I'm thinking I got to watch these comments and shit. I got to watch these, this group. And then someone put a comment up with something like, oh yeah, well, something about my brain matter all over pavement or some shit like that. And I'm like, what the, yeah, dude, this shit's jarring. And like, I feel like now, like it doesn't bother me much anymore because you can just Google me now. My address is somewhere online. I don't even care because I look at it this way. You know what? If it's that easily accessible, well, then I'm not giving you any power over me. That's not an invitation, mind you, but still. But it's still jarring because just the thought of knowing that someone is willing to go that extra step to focus solely on you for, shitty purposes.
And you're a mom, and she's a mom. The mama bear comes out. So, Teaspiracy is a parent, and it's scary. And at that point, you're like, oh my God, is my online internet stuff affecting my real life? Katie Joy. Oh, sorry. These ticks that I have for, bullshit. It's just, it's sad to see that it's gotten to this. And I know you guys don't like hearing me with my, I wish you guys would all just get along and not throw sand in the sandbox. But I wish you all would just fucking get along, because when all this shit is going on, Katie Joy's running rapid. She's going after my friends like Allie, True Sleuth, like just eviscerating this girl on Twitter. Just
She's still going
her.
after Allie? I mean, I haven't been keeping up with shit the past couple of days.
She pumped the brakes a little bit after Todd Chrisley did another podcast where, he told her off.
The other day or whatever?
Yeah, but she'll pick it back up. she'll pick it back up. This woe is me. I'm a victim. It's like, Kitty Joy, I know that you watch Aaron because you're a psycho. So, you know, most victims, you're right. Most people don't want to be a victim. They're survivors.
Mhm.
So there you go.
Yeah. Oh, continually counting chickens had asked. I'm sorry. Wait, Aaron, does your ruby slippers have glitter? I don't see the glitter in mine. That's why I picked it. No, it doesn't have glitter. I put a lip gloss on over. That's why you see the shimmer effect. But no, it doesn't. Sorry.
I'll be tickled pink the day that I see you tip up your red Solo and it's all bedazzled. Like, that's the goal. That's the goal, is that it's all bedazzled. And then when you tip it up to the bottom, there's a middle finger. Like, oh, yes. Like, I can see it. I can feel it. I think we should start crowdfunding it now.
Someone had asked me earlier too about Cindy Lou Who there in the super chat. I think the only thing I said that Cindy Lou Who did, and I'm not positive, was I don't. But did I say something she did? I know it was something about her fighting with Teaspiracy in the Discord, but I could have been reading a comment. I don't know.
Her name's getting thrown around a lot.
Yeah. So you know, I'm sorry whoever asked me that. I'm just gonna say I don't know, but I don't think I put much of anything onto her. I don't know. I mean, she was bitching in the Discord. I mean, that's what the Discord is there for. I mean, I'm not giving anyone shit for venting in the Discord. Like, even if they're, I mean, obviously some people in there were venting about me. I don't even care about that. But it's the actively arranging shit to go after people. That's the stuff that I'm gonna call out, because you can hate something, you can hate people, you can hate what they say, you can say that you hate it. Hell, do a stream about it if you want, like I'm kind of doing. But I would never, in private or public, encourage, suggest, or want anyone to try and take away their ability to put something out on a stream or whatever. It's just, I don't know.
Well, it depends,
Okay.
you know. I mean, you know me, I go by the book. If it's TOS violating,
Well,
then
yeah, that's
fuck them. I don't want to hear what they have to say.
Right. Yeah, that's different. You know, that is out of our hands, I think.
There's a new rumor though that I don't know that got brought to my attention today. That I remember that there was a GoFundMe that was started for Charlotte, allegedly for lawyer fees or some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that had confused me a little bit. Because, you know, there are certain, you know, steps of protocol that we follow as viewers and as creators, that you first get a hold of the team, or you get a hold of YouTube. They either, you know, deny it or approve it. If they deny it, well, then you reach out to them on Twitter, because usually it might be a botted response that you're getting via email, and you'll get a human being on Twitter. Then you get a manual review by a human, and you go from there. So I thought it was very odd to threaten to sue, you know, creators. I mean, to take it to that step over a Facebook page is a bit,
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the whole GoFundMe was started for Charlotte. It was after Ren, quote unquote, doxed her. I don't even know what Ren said, to be honest. So I don't know what the whole doxing was about. From what I think happened was, he said maybe like the town she lived in, maybe her full name, like first and last name. And then I think he asked, how are your grandkids or whatever, which I know, yeah, he did it in a very nefarious way. I don't disagree with that.
Dick move.
Yeah, dick move. Exactly. But I mean, I don't, again, not a full dox, but enough to be upset about it. I get that. So I think that that's why they wanted to do the GoFundMe, to help her raise lawyer fees for an RO against him and whatever else. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they were thinking defamation at this point. I think it was just more about the RO. So,
do we know why he said that about her and did that? Like, do we know what instigated that or brought it on, or was he having a bad day? Or
no, I think, I'm not positive, but I think because people in either Charlotte's stream or someone's stream were talking about his daughter again.
So yeah, you know, you guys, you got to leave the kids out of it, man.
I'm not positive, but I think that that's what it was about. Because and it's, I noticed that with, I mean, I think everyone, not everyone, but every community or whatever will have those assholes who make comments like that. And I think for the most part, they're making digs at people's parenting, not so much the kids, but they're using the kids to do it. But still, why are people, whether it's in comments or in stream, just even mentioning them at all? Like, oh, well, geez, you know, you find an example you're setting for your daughter or something. I hear a lot. Like, really? Like, yo, Jake Bell, why are you fucking thinking about my minor kid like that? You know, what the hell? So,
you know, Papa Bear got upset
Yeah.
because okay, all
I
right, fair
think-
enough. And then it's difficult, you know, you as creators are, you know, you get blamed for the stuff that happens in your chat, and going by TOS, you are kind of responsible. Like you're expected to manage it to a certain level, which is why you have moderators and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Stuff's gonna get by, you know, just like, you know, me and Tipster try to hook you up with, like, I don't know if you ever fixed the bot so you could like do codes and stuff and make your
Yeah.
life a little bit easier.
I still got it. I thought I set it up right, and then I see something. People are like, or someone said something about mess or comments, whatever, being removed. So then I go into the bot thing, and it's showing like 432 comments have been hidden or some shit. I'm like, and I was like on stream for like 5 minutes. I'm like,
Sometimes it can be sensitive. And the other night, the Google moderator, it follows me everywhere and got me in Tipster's chat. It for some reason it was blocking the word Discord.
Oh,
And so
okay.
when I would do his Discord command, it would say, yeah, on his end,
Mhm.
Irish Google moderators getting you. I was like, Google moderators suck my dick. When it was letting that go through, but it was getting rid of me saying the word Discord.
But competition, you know.
Goodness. Well, you know how I feel about Charlotte. All right, you know,
Right.
like, but you know, in regards to the new rumor that's going around that allegedly, you know, her and Ren had made a truce, and she still had the GoFundMe up. From what I understand, she wanted the GoFundMe taken down, and that I don't know how they work. You know, I know somebody had one for me before, and it took a couple days for the money to get into my account, and she was doing a refund. I don't know how that works to refund everybody, so I would assume that that's why she would leave it up a couple more days, and plus GoFundMe takes a percentage. So I don't know if it took a couple days to transfer it to her, and then for her to then pay everybody back. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I did one GoFundMe. It was for a nonprofit organization years ago through the vaccine page.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how to refund people either. I have no idea.
Katie's GoFundMe though that she did was in 2020 there. She got a lot of shit for it, and she took it down, and I think it was the same day she said it like she took it down earlier in the day, and then by like the end of business day she was saying how the money's been refunded out. Now it's Katie. She could have been just bullshitting or just assuming it's going to be, so just jump ahead to the end result, you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know either. Well,
PayPal does the refund, Diane McCall says.
Oh, okay. Well, and they're instant. Usually,
Yeah.
PayPal's instant. I don't know. I guess that's the new thing, or people are kind of like insinuating that they overlapped, like, you know, that Charlotte had made a truce and she still had to GoFundMe up, claiming she needed lawyer fees, and it's just
I mean,
pick a lane. Like
Yeah.
what is the biggest complaint that, you know what I mean? And can we like stick to that? And
actually, wait a minute. Telephone. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
who's in the call? I love this person in the call. I want to sub to
Yeah.
them.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I want to sub to your channel.
Do you know if Charlotte knew about the GoFundMe before it was started?
Okay. I know that she had said a conversation where she had talked about a GoFundMe with somebody before, but I don't know if it was about this specifically. I don't know the exact time frame of when it happened. I'm thinking it happened around the same time. I would like to talk to you. I tried to talk to you before you went on live stream, girl. We have like another 10-hour conversation to catch up on.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Girl,
You
there's
don't know.
a lot. Oh, same. Oh my God, the notes that we have to exchange. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Well, this way, I mean, like, let's talk about. I know she was, she was a subscriber to Charlotte until it sounds like to like a week ago. Am I right about that or so?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Do you know if Charlotte knew about it beforehand?
I don't know if she knew about it beforehand, but Teaspiracy did, I think it was on her community tab, showed a screenshot where I didn't quite understand it because the person that was commenting first was like Little Miss Nobody 2. But
Yeah,
it sounded
That's Charlotte's Twitter.
okay, because that was Charlotte, and it was about something about like somebody else had
Hi,
started
Tina.
GoFundMe with you know, their intentions were good, but that Charlotte knew, you know, that they were, she wanted it, she said she removed it. And then there was another screenshot, I think it was from a Discord, I don't know. And it was where Charlotte said, I knew that they were going to go after me for this Discord. So I need to find a way to do this privately so that they don't know about it. So even though the GoFundMe was taken down, I don't know if the money was stopped from coming in, because from the screenshot that I saw, there it is. You got it right there, Erin. That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I remember when this whole thing went down, she put a post or something up, or someone put a post up saying that Charlotte had no idea about it. This was all a surprise. The second Charlotte found out about it, she asked for it to be taken down. And then I seen, it wasn't this, it was a Twitter post though I seen, it was just this I seen on Twitter. Just to be clear, I did not set up the GoFundMe. I didn't even know about it till it was already done. The person that did it has good intentions, but I've asked her to shut it down. And then I read this. I just wanted to comment really quick. The GoFundMe was a lovely idea, but I knew it would give them ammo to go after me, and that's what's happening. See, I read this, and this doesn't show, or this doesn't say that she knew about it ahead of time. To me, it sounds like
I think the opposite. I think when she says,
well, it could mean that.
Yeah, like when she says,
Yeah.
I knew it would, then I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute now.
See, I read that and I think, well, it could mean that, or it could mean that the second she learned about it, the first thought she had was, I knew that they'd go after me, you know, because she says new in past tense. So either way, whether she had this realization before it was started or after it was started, it's still past tense to that moment, you know.
And it's kind of weird that it was meant to be a secret. Like where was this link being passed around to? Because I heard it was mentioned in the great Unirocks live stream chat.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Where are my fingerless gloves? Damn it. Yeah. I heard.
Wait, let me hide my shoulders.
Yeah. First I heard it was mentioned there, and then I heard about it, I think like the next day or whatever. And I was like, a GoFundMe for what? Somebody give me the link to this. Like, what the heck is this for?
Oh, that's why I right after she started it, I made that tweet, or I think I put a comment up something like, I don't want to, I want to help them. If they need money for an RL, let me help them. I'll share the GoFundMe. And then, I shared a link at a screenshot to Katie's GoFundMe from last year.
Oops.
Oops. Did I do that?
Damn it.
Because I read it and I'm like, wow, the similarities. Wow.
Big oops.
Yeah, the difference, though, I will say, at least whether Charlotte knew about it ahead of time or not, like assuming she did know about it ahead of time, she at least had the good sense to make it look like she didn't. Katie, not so much. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, I read that comment. It could be either one. Like it doesn't say. Wait a minute. Carol Baskin. That's the chick from the Tiger King show.
Yeah. The one accused of killing her husband and feeding him to the tigers.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude! I must have been reading these screenshots in Jennifer's streams for like hours today, and like I saw the name and like I thought of the name, but it didn't make the connection to who the freak it was. Wow, what is that about?
Oh my God, it's too funny. I just can't.
I want to know what this shit's about.
Fucking Erin, you got me crying right now. It's so fucking funny.
I'm thinking, like, I kept thinking, there was some older actress, or I think she was a model or something.
God.
That's who I'm thinking of. Like they made fun of her on Family Guy. That's who I'm thinking of in my head whenever I seen her that name. It just now dawned on me, like, but wait a minute, that's the Tiger King chick.
Oh my God. It is, honey. Yes, it is, darling. Oh my.
That's strange. That's pretty strange.
Well, I always felt sorry for Virgo a little bit, but I always felt like she also volunteered to be her, I don't know, her ankle biter. I don't know. I mean, I always kind of thought she volunteered to be like that because her and I had gone toe to toe a couple times too. And you and I have talked a lot, and I have left Charlotte's community. Well, I wouldn't say I was in her community, her chat back in like November, December.
Oh, that long ago. Okay.
Oh yeah. I didn't like the echo chamber. I couldn't I couldn't deal with it. And if I did, bring up anything that I was trying to be respectful and as kind as possible, I was immediately shot down. My post was brought up on screen. I was berated. Next thing you know, I got all these, geriatric women coming at me in the chat. So,
I resemble that remark.
Same, but I was outnumbered. I was like, what the fuck? I don't understand how someone can have somebody constantly doing things for them and just allowing them to do all these things for them. And it's very reminiscent of Nat. Nat would have all these people do things for her. Post this on Twitter. Will you send this? Will you tell this person that? And, Charlotte does the same thing. I'm not saying they're the same people, but I'm just,
we need to talk.
Yeah.
No,
girl,
I'm not saying
it's been a while.
that,
Listen, I have been DMing you and they've been going unanswered.
I know. I've been so busy with work.
I know.
And then
I'm
I had
sorry.
Raymond's, his graduation party yesterday and stuff.
Yeah. Congratulations on that.
Thank
Mom.
you.
You did
One more to
good.
go. One more to go.
Right.
Next year. Oh man. Yeah. So someone said, or Mandy here says, Charlotte jokes about being the Carla Baskin of YouTube. I still want to know what that's about. Like, is she feeding people to tigers?
Is she wearing flower crowns?
Oh God.
I would die.
And the flower crown and the hello everybody.
I would get that trending on hash. I would get that trending. I would send it to Keem and go, dude, hashtag this.
Not Keem.
Hashtag this and say, oh no, whoops, this isn't my new girlfriend. She's not 20. God, he's getting beaten down for that. It's just so weird.
What do you mean?
Oh, everybody's like, your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25.
Yeah,
Keem
people are going crazy.
Oh yeah, Keem, how would you feel if your daughter was dating, whatever? It's like, oh my.
I thought he was married.
No, he's never been married.
Oh.
No, he's never been married. But him and Melissa have been together a long time. I mean, since high school. Like, they've been together a long time.
So is Melissa who's Melissa?
His ex-girlfriend,
Okay.
Mia's mom. And Keem says, he's posted it publicly on Twitter. It's been a very cordial split. They're sharing the main house, and they each have their own house, and life is good.
Oh shit. I smudged my lipstick. Thank you. I forget.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him.
Thank you, Chicago.
Hi, Dottie.
Whatever. I'll fix it after. I think it's this lip gloss I put on with it because it's not like, I don't know. It's like cheap lip gloss, so I think it's making it runny. I didn't even know that he split up with whoever he was with, or I thought it was his wife, but so he's dating a 20-year-old now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
How old is he?
39. Hi, Dottie. You're just playing with your napkin. Well, then.
Well, I mean, whatever. Whatever.
Stamina.
I'm not even thinking that. I'm thinking like, damn it, that's all over my teeth. Like at the bar, like at nighttime, whatever, we get the younger people in early 20s or whatever, and sometimes I kind of feel like I'm babysitting, and I sit there and think like, this one girl I work with, she was saying how she was being hit on by someone. She's like, she's 26, and she was saying she was being hit on by someone who she thought was 24. She thought it was too young, but long story short, after a couple of, I don't know, realizations, it turns out the person was like 18.
Oh,
So, yeah, and I'm like, holy shit. And that night too, I'm just like looking around at the crowd. I'm like, I could never, like, I mean, under 40, I think might be.
I mean, if you're
maybe
more like
thought-
mine, after a certain time, they ask you to turn the lights down a little bit because everybody like it's this they're like, hey Irish, you got any red light bulbs by any chance in here? It's like, no.
I don't know. I mean, I'm in my 40s. We'll say that. So just dating someone though 20 years younger than me, I don't know.
I'm 157.
Hey, wow.
Everybody's younger than me.
Yeah, you're right. I am younger.
You are. Listen, man, Jesus and I smoked weed together. All right. I have got stories. I could write my own book, The Bible 9.0. The sequel.
Where'd it go? Diane McCall, thank you so much for the super chat for the graduate. Congrats, Mom. Thank you.
Yay.
I will let him know. He'll be very happy.
Where's Tina? Tina, get on, man.
Oh, I seen her in the comments.
We need a reunion. Let everybody know. It's so funny. People still gossip about that.
Oh, yeah.
Still talk about that. It's like, oh my God. It's like, did you press pause on your life? Because I've moved on. She's moved on. The world keeps spinning.
Well, I mean, like for the longest time, like especially like when I wasn't working, I was just home with the kids and stuff, and life was so boring. You know, if it wasn't for like the drama, well, at the time I was mostly creating the drama on on Facebook, but if it wasn't for that, I would have been bored out of my mind. So I think maybe that's where some of it, you know, people follow it because it keeps them connected, it keeps them engaged, keeps them excited. I know, but you know. So I get it.
Are we different people that if we were face to face, we wouldn't do half the shit in face to face that we do online? And you know, it's like I would though. That's why I try to treat people online the same as I would, if I was face to face. If not even more care, I try to be more careful with people online because it's sight unseen. You can't read facial. You can't sometimes have the voice and stuff like that. So you know, I try to be more careful. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I hear you. It's the same thing. I mean, I don't do it that much. Like I'll do it like on stream, but I won't do it so much when I type because I think now I'm just kind of accustomed to it. But for the longest time, I would sit there and stop. Would I say this in person? Would I say this to my friend? Would I say that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I mostly do that on stream. So.
And it's difficult when you're limited on characters too, because you know you can't put any emotion in texting, and depending on the sender or the reader. You know, it could be, you know, taken in a totally taken out of context and not meaning what you're meaning, or you are meaning it and they're not taking it that way. Be like, okay, no, let's get in a call.
Yeah, I think that's why I started doing the translator videos because sarcasm just doesn't come off very well in text. Sometimes you got to get the sarcasm out, you know.
You and that nail file, girl.
I think it's around here somewhere. No, they're fun. They're very fun.
They're funny.
I'm glad people like them. I'm really glad people like them because I really like making them. Oh, wow.
It's definitely a palate cleanser to all the negativity, the translator videos.
Thank you.
Palate cleanser.
That's like, dude, that's like the hugest compliment. I mean, because like, I think that's kind of how I intended them too. Like, let's not take this shit so seriously. You know, like, let's laugh at it. Let's, you know, clear the palate and then let's, you know, go back to our regular selves or something, you know?
I hate the topic jump, but Deaf Noodles. Deaf Noodles. I mean, can we talk about Deaf Noodles? Have you seen his new content, Aaron?
I barely even seen his old content. I don't know.
Fair enough. Okay, well, he doesn't do the cat ears and the character anymore. It's just him. And you know, like I put out on Twitter, watching him it makes me so uncomfortable. I feel like I'm at a nude beach where everybody else is dressed but me. Like I get secondhand embarrassment watching it. He makes me feel uncomfortably naked. Like if I'm walking up to people and all they're doing is looking down. It's like, wait. You know, it's like I can't even look him in the eye. Like I feel so uncomfortable watching him do his videos. And I used to really like him. And when Kavos he's a friend of mine, when he was doing this little show thing where he would have people submit their channel and he would like do a live talent show thing about it. Like he ripped Deaf Noodles to shreds, you know, and Deaf Noodles got really upset because he really looked up to Kavos, and my heart broke. And I'm like, oh, Keem, can you like, you know, help this guy out? So Keem was pumping up on Twitter, keep doing your thing, yo, you're doing good, whatever. Well, then he went crazy, like Deaf Noodle, it went to his head, and he just turned into Slanders Kennedy on crack cocaine, and you know, just kept telling lie after lie after lie, and now I feel bad. He says that he can't do the voice anymore because it hurts his voice, but he looks uncomfortable. And I know you're going to understand what I mean by this, Erin, how comedians are more emotional and sensitive than the average person, because if you don't laugh at their jokes, they get very uncomfortable. Kevin Hart is a prime example of that. Like he's done so many documentaries where he talks about, you know, it's very difficult to be a comedian if people don't laugh at your jokes, you know? And Deaf Noodles Dennis, he thinks of himself as a comedian. He, you know, has like a stand-up comedy act that he used to keep pinned on his Twitter or whatever. And he's just not funny.
Oh, really?
It's sad. See, I can sense you feeling like long distance uncomfortable for him if you were watching his videos right now. It's very disturbing and sad at the same time.
Dude, I used to work in a comedy club. I used to attend bar there and wait like cocktail waitress, and like there's nothing more uncomfortable than walking through the crowd to deliver drinks when there's a comedian up on stage and nobody's laughing.
Right? Right?
Like, you're like, as a waitress, you feel like all the eyes are on you because people just don't want to look that way. They don't want to look in that direction. You know, it's, I don't know, it's weird. It's bad. You feel bad for them and everything, but I mean, because I think like even the best comedians, they have a bad night. So I think every comedian knows what that feels like, but it's very uncomfortable for the people around too.
It is. John, nobody can figure out why he got his Twitter suspended. Keem did look into it.
Yeah, what was that about? I don't even know the guy, just what I learned about that situation. That seemed kind of weird.
Well, he did a video recently where he said, you know, everybody's saying that they think they know, but they don't know. Even I don't know. You know, there's always talk behind the scenes, and the behind the scenes talk is the German laws are different for content, for YouTube, for Twitter, Facebook, whatever it is. And the rumor is that he said something or whatever that was illegal or something considered to be illegal in Germany, and it got taken down because of that.
Because of Germany.
Because of Germany. That somebody did some sort of, I don't know if it was a DMCA or what. But you know, Keem was like, yeah, he was telling false stories or whatever. But then it's a rumor. It's a rumor. So
he was kind of parody though. I mean, he was kind of parody, wasn't he?
That was where the confusion came in. Like, I don't know if you ever saw his debate with Augie RFC.
That I did see part of, yes.
Yes. Even Dennis has a difficult time separating his character from himself. So Bo Black said, well, we need some sort of sign when you post on Twitter. Is it Deaf Noodles the character or Dennis? Because you're posting as Dennis on your Deaf Noodles Twitter and nobody knows the difference.
Yeah, and video, you can see the ear things, right? So, I mean, I'm not saying that that's really a loud sign, but I mean, you can assign that to being a sign. But yeah, on Twitter, under your actual name, why would anyone think you're being anyone but your actual self?
And when you're under your comedian name, under your character, why would people think you're being serious?
Right, exactly.
So it like they had come up with this trigger warning thing or hashtag thing, and I'm like, this is stupid. Why don't you just do your comedy, your character on your character Twitter, and you be you on your Twitter? Like, this is so dumb.
Like, lots of people do that, I think.
I think he got lost in himself in a way. I don't think he knew the difference between the two. And then I in my opinion, I feel like he thinks nobody likes him as Dennis. So he just quit doing the character. And I'm telling you, girl, you got to watch a couple of his recent videos.
Okay.
It's so weird. It's weird. I have to look away. I feel bad for the guy. I feel like I just want to give him a hug and brush and brush his hair because his hair's been a mess. So yeah.
I hated those freaking ears. I really did. Like, I mean, I liked him. I just didn't like him on him. I don't know. And it's not because he was a guy or anything like that. They didn't seem to go well with his hair, I think. I don't know.
I understood his ironic humor. He just got he just got really like personal lately. It was surprising to see him in the investigation discovery documentary about Onision. I was like, wow. I mean, like, dude.
I didn't think does Death Noodle's been around that long?
Thank you. Yeah. It was interesting to see that he was in that. Because anybody else, most people, sorry, Edwin, most people turned it down.
But yeah, I mean, even I would think that anyone doing something on Onision like that, if you're going to talk about the shit that happened throughout the years on YouTube, then I would think you would include people who've been around throughout the shit on YouTube, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people turned him down. Because like even
there's got to be a lot of people that turned it down.
there was because they this is what they did. They were going to the big YouTubers that had news channels and emailing them and going, hey, do you mind, like, well, actually they didn't say do you mind, they said would you send out this video, this little teaser reel on your YouTube channel. That's it. No check, no we'll compensate you, no we'll give you credit. None of that. They're just here, push this out for us. And Jacqueline Glenn made a video about it. And she basically, was very clear where she told them, no, kiss my ass, get fucked. Here's a map on how to get there. And they included her in their shit as a big fuck you to her.
Wow.
Yeah. Investigation Discovery has lost a lot of, what's the word that I'm looking for?
Credibility.
Thank you.
Respect.
Yeah, credibility. Credibility. I used to really like that kind of stuff, and watch that, but not anymore.
I was surprised to learn how many people hate Chris Hansen. I mean, I think I might have heard something like a while ago, just how like he's like not some big hero, like saving kids or whatever anymore. So, like that was like the extent of what I heard. And then all this shit came out, and I think it was RFC or Augie RFC where I really learned how many freaking people hate Chris Hansen. Like it's a vitriolic hate for the dude.
We were excited. At first, we were excited when Hansen made an account because we're like, oh my God, we're really going to be able to clean up YouTube. He's really going to be able to help us, right? Get rid of people like Lionmaker, who's now a convicted pedophile. We were excited, and then he just immediately started go after channels and try to take them down, saying that he owned the Predators type of shit that was on Dateline and stuff, and Mr. Gigi, who's a friend of mine, he really went after Mr. Gigi hard. It's like, dude, know your audience, man. That is not the dude you want to go after.
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird if you're like this big hit on like cable with this, whatever, with the Catch a Predator show. YouTube's a different audience, though. I mean, you can find the same audience on YouTube, but you're not going to find much of it. It's a different audience on YouTube. I mean, unless you're like trying to catch a predator, like tackle him literally, I don't think YouTube's going to, I don't know. It's just YouTube wants more than just, surprise,
Unfortunately, he got 500 takedowns done. That includes him taking down channels, not just videos, and they fought back.
Wow.
Westmost fought back. Mr. Gigi fought back.
Why was he taking down channels?
Because they were doing reaction reviews to Catch a Predator, and he said he owned that. He said, I own that. And they're like, you don't own it. It's owned by Dateline. It's owned by NBC. You don't own it. And And he would do these DMC takedowns from his YouTube channel, and YouTube, it's just an automatic thing, would take it down.
Right.
And so then they went to YouTube, the people that he took actual whole entire channels down, not just videos. And he carried it over on Twitter too. And so luckily they had all these people that he went after got a hold of YouTube, and like Mr. Gigi, he's a bigger channel, so of course he's got like contacts at YouTube. They're like, oh, wait a minute, this was obviously an error. We'll reverse it. Well, the same rules apply to Hansen. If you abuse the copyright claim system or the reporting system, it goes against you. So his first channel that he made, where he hit 500 videos and channels together, got terminated. And he tried telling everybody whenever he would not say the P word, he would automatically censor himself, saying that I can't say that on YouTube. Hansen versus, and then he would like mouth the word because YouTube took me down for that. No, homeboy, no home slice. First they demonetized you, and since you couldn't monetize your channel, you opened up a second channel.
I was gonna say, yeah, YouTube doesn't restrict shit like that. You can say whatever you want on YouTube, but you just won't get advertisers.
Right. They demonetized him. And so then he opened up his second channel with his, good old sidekick, Vincent Nicotera, some crazy dude. And he should have left his turtlenecks packed in mothballs, because he lied to everybody. He used the victims of the Onision, said, no, I won't, sell your story, whatever.
I heard
and
about
he
that.
did. He had Sarah mail him through the U.S. mail her laptop and 2 phones that allegedly had illicit material on there that she got when she was a minor.
Oh, Jesus.
So let's put a stamp on it, right? And
can
we count the felonies? Can we count the felonies that happened? Because when he had her do that, when he instructed her to do that, she was 19. She could have went to jail too.
You would think of all people, he would, I don't know.
I tried to hook her up with Jeffrey Feiger because she's in Michigan. And Jeffrey Feiger is a very well-known lawyer in Michigan. He was the lawyer for Jack Kevorkian, Dr. Death, the guy that had the VW van that would do, I guess, volunteer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Maybe people in the chat don't, or I don't know. I forget that. Like, I'm 20 years older than a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm a dinosaur. So I know all the shit. So I tried to hook her up with Jeffrey Feiger, because Jeffrey Feiger was also representing 2 of the women that was going after Mike Morris. Mike Morris is Chris Hansen's little sidekick buddy, who's a lawyer out of Michigan, who was being sued by 3 women for sexual assault. Yeah, Mike Morris was at his side when he flew out to Chris Hansen's house from Michigan to Washington. Mike Morris is under federal indictment for insurance fraud because he's an ambulance chaser, and he was allegedly paying police for accident reports so he could get clients that way and call them, go, hey, does your back hurt? Hey, guess what? I'll be your lawyer, and I own an MRI company with my brother-in-law, and I'll send you to this MRI place. And they wrote them up with all kinds of injuries. How did we find that out? The plot thickens. The brother-in-law was getting divorced from Mike Morris's sister and got scared in court and says, Your Honor, I got something to tell you. The judge says, what is it? What is it? Well, I own this business with my brother-in-law, and he's being sued, and I'm afraid that I'm going to go to prison because I own half this MRI company, and State Farm is suing him for insurance fraud.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Chris Hansen's a dirty bird. He hangs around dirty people.
I was just telling people that I have a dungeon. Helpful, huh? I don't get it.
He just got in trouble in another city in Michigan or county, I can't remember, because they had done one of their stings and they had collected evidence and didn't turn it over. And the defendant got him in trouble where there was a warrant for his arrest. You can look it up on Google. They just cleared it up like a week or 2 ago.
Oh, was it? Yeah, didn't he?
Shiawassee. I think it was in Shiawassee, Michigan.
Wasn't there like a warrant out for Hansen's arrest or something because he didn't testify or some shit?
Nope, because he didn't turn over evidence that he
Okay.
had collected. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about it. Are you still here?
Yes, I'm still here. I was just listening to Irish throwing down that knowledge. I don't know much about Chris Hansen, so learn something new every day. I appreciate it.
Whatever she says, let's talk about it. I'm ready. I'm like, what? Let's talk about what? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I guess let's talk about it as a new channel. Let me grab your link so I can share
Yes.
it.
Oh my God. I want to sub.
Yeah, and because I chose that name, it's very hard. I mean, like if you type "let's talk about it" into the
Yeah.
search, I'm not there. Especially because I am so new and small. YouTube,
You'll get
they don't know
there.
me yet.
You'll get there.
Yeah, I listen. I don't want to skyrocket and end up in the same mess that a lot of people are in. So slow growth is welcome growth, and I'll be that little engine that could.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna have a hard time finding you. I can't click on your name here in chat. Oh, you know what? Here, you can. The back room here. There's private chat. If you go to comments, where is it? Oh no, over to your right on the right side of your screen, you see comments, banners, brand, and then there's private chat. Here,
Yes.
I'll start it. Here, you can just if you can put your link in there, then I can copy it and then I can share it. There we go.
Okay, there you go.
Yay!
I'm figuring it out. I've been, I still have some things like when I schedule a stream, it doesn't show up on my channel page. So I got to figure that one out. But, baby steps.
Yeah, I didn't know shit about YouTube when I started this channel. I mean, it's been fun though. It really has. Like when I think of all the shit that I've learned about the internet and like streaming and just media and everything over like, I don't know, since like 2018 between vaccines and this. And I mean, it's like a freaking college education almost, just the shit that you force yourself to have to learn. It's crazy, but
Yeah,
it's fun. It's like the funnest way to learn.
Yeah, being a watcher and being a creator are, two totally different things.
Yeah.
And so I'm just learning as I go and trying to get over my awkward introvert ways. And, my youngest son graduates this year. And so then I'm an empty nester. So it's like, okay, I need to break out of this bubble and figure out something for me so that come May, I'm not this, crazy middle-aged white woman that just loses her shit. So I just want to remain sane and find a lane. And yeah.
You just call yourself white.
I did. I'm as white as they come here in rural Midwestern America. You probably don't get much whiter than me.
Funny. Oh yeah. Oh, so thank you so much for the super chat, Tia Sabo. She said, "EKC, can you post? Let's talk about her channel. Link it, please." I did.
Thank you.
And I swear I started to do that before I saw your super chat. I'm just saying, but thank you. Yes. Yeah, it's fun. It really is, but it's I don't know. And the first thing I think that really stood out to me that I learned about being any kind of creator on the internet, and this was on Facebook with the Facebook page, it's you don't know the internet. Like everything I thought people would find hilarious or like, it'd be like a popular post, people like didn't even pay attention to. And then the shit that I almost didn't post because I thought it was going to be so stupid is the shit that like one post I thought it was going to be so stupid that ended up with over 2 million views and like something like 40,000 shares on Facebook. And like I almost didn't post that shit. How? Why do I don't get this? It's so confusing.
Yeah, well, and I thought for sure the other day when I talked about Charlotte, like I said, I only had 10 subscribers. So, I'm huge in the YouTube world. And I didn't, I figured I'm not in an algorithm anywhere. Nobody knows of me. So very few people were going to see it, maybe luckily, if I was lucky, the 10 subscribers that I had. And I've been kind of blown away over the last week with all the kindness and support. There's a couple little prickly pears out there, but it is what it is. I welcome their prickliness, but overall, everybody has been very welcoming, and I learned kind of by like being in your streams, EKC, and watching kind of how you handle trolls or how your mods deal with it. And so I'm trying to watch different creators and learn from them and from the mistakes they make. You know, I will make mistakes because I'm not perfect, but I'm learning from those people like you, like AZ, who when a mistake is made, you own up to it, you take your accountability and you move on and you keep doing you. And so yeah, I'm glad that you guys are all on here to kind of show me the way.
I don't know. You might not want to follow. I don't know me, but I'm kidding. No,
You don't want to follow me.
I know. I hear what you're saying though, and I mean, I thank you for saying that. Thank you very much. I hope I do own at least most of the shit I do, anyways. But the most important thing though, out of what you just said there, is that you do have to move on and keep doing you. I think because you can get kind of just wrapped up and dragged down in the negative shit if you allow it, you know, if you allow it to take hold or whatever. It's very easy to allow that to take hold. So
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing is you have to learn to let shit go. You know, you have to be able to laugh at yourself. You have to be able to not take yourself seriously. You have to just not care about some shit. You know, that's, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's good for YouTube. So
yeah. And I think that'll be, you know, something that I kind of get better at as I go. Right now, I still kind of view, it's still a little scary, you know, especially when you see all the boundaries being crossed. And it's like, I want to connect with people, but at the same time, how much do you connect with people? Because you think you're connecting with good people, but you know, there's people watching, there's people screen recording, and there's people who aren't in here for genuineness. And that's scary for me, for a little channel.
right. I mean, that's their right, though. I mean, everyone has a right to be there for whatever reason, but it is something difficult, or it's weird to get used to. You know, I think I don't know. I don't know. That's, I mean, because I know, like, with like looking at the Discord thing or whatever. I mean, I know you're not saying that you want to control shit or whatever, but it's a very eerie feeling though to realize that when someone is watching your stream, or they show that they were watching your stream and they took a part of it and then they did this with it. I think that was one of the most eerie things for me in the beginning, when not that people were watching for like purposes in which I was surprised to learn about, but to see something you put out there be like kind of manipulated like that. It's
interesting to see other people's take.
Yes,
like
exactly
what they take from what you say, and it's like, wow, that isn't even what I meant at all.
Yeah.
And then you got to be like defensive about it, and it's like, wait, you got to defend your work. Say, wait a minute, that is not what I meant. That is not what I said. And you're not going to make everybody happy. And what I've noticed by watching my friends over the past like 8 years or so is that there's a way of responding to the chat without directing it at specific people. You know, like you can answer their questions. Like Aaron's real good at it. I know Keem's good at it. Yeah, Keem's real good about answering questions in the chat without saying the person's name. You know, like Crystal just said something about Roddy Mom is so funny. Like, I think Roddy Mom's funny too. But you could say that, okay, you know, without addressing it to the person, and that might make it a little bit easier for you, because then you don't feel like you're singling people out, calling people out, which is something that Charlotte did to me many times, where she didn't like what I had to say. She would pull my comment up on screen. Aaron did it earlier, but I was talking to Aaron. I was saying, you know, I wish that there was a side-by-side so we can compare that, you know, this whatever. Don't know if someone deleted. It wasn't anything negative.
Right.
But if it was negative, Charlotte was pulling it up. She was pulling it up, so then her echo chamber could then, you know,
go, do her work for her, whatever.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I've done Irish. Yeah, I've done that a few times, but I mean, in like one time in particular, I'm not going to go into specifics right now, but one time in particular, I did that, and it's like as it was happening, I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? You know, so I try real hard not to do that now. It's like I did it one time really bad that kind of stood out, and I felt like shit about it. I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know, I think that's important to not single people out in like negative ways like that and shit. And like I seen that I didn't see it live when it happened to Claire in Charlotte's chat. way back in February there, but I watched it like months later and I saw it and I'm like, holy shit. Like, I don't think not everyone realizes that when that whole thing went down with the whole Nat stream and everything at the end of February, like Claire caught a lot of shit for that. And for like weeks afterwards, I didn't realize that when all that shit went down. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. You
I
know?
didn't know Claire got shit. See, I
Oh,
left.
yeah.
I left that whole area a long time ago. Claire was always like, she was always a mod everywhere,
Mhm.
and always
Yeah.
polite to me.
Right, but yeah, and you know, and I think that maybe there's some people who do mod everywhere and they get like maybe a little too involved or whatever. Claire's not like that. Claire just likes to, I think, just be a part of the communities. You know, that's it. You know, and so I mean, for someone to put her on blast like that, especially someone she was modding for, like, wow. I mean, she caught a lot of shit for that. I had no idea about it while it went on. It wasn't until like months later when I saw this and then I learned about how much shit she caught and everything. It's like, wow. Like,
You know
just from her putting her up her neck, her asking, putting her on blast like that, that's what caused her to get all that shit. That's crazy.
You know, when I was reading the comments in Charlotte's video where she was trying to address the Julie Virgo stuff. Well, first of all, I was like, you know, what the hell is she doing by saying, you know, should I do it, Aaron? should I do it?
What? She was talking about the Julie Virgo shit.
Yeah, well, should I talk how Charlotte talks? No, I'm kidding. Y'all.
Oh.
Hey, everybody. Well, when I was reading the comments, well, first when she was saying that there's more to it than y'all know, I was like, wow, way to keep people, talking about it and asking questions about it. That's not cool to do.
Mm-hmm.
If this is going to be your video explaining it, say, you know, there's more that you don't know. Here's A, B, C, D. Here's what you don't know. Instead of leaving this big old vague cloud of question mark for people to then continue to talk about it, ask questions about it. And then in her comment section of the video, it was heartbreaking to see people say, I had to stop paying for a membership to your channel, Charlotte, because I couldn't afford it anymore. But when I would be in your chat, you would ignore my chat.
Yeah, I saw that too in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That was heartbreaking because I've had private conversations with Aaron where I said, you know, I was mad and I said, I feel like she's got to know that the majority of her audience is people that are either disabled, they're homebound, they can't work, they don't have social skills, it's during a pandemic. If they're getting some sort of like government assistance, it's once a month. You know,
yeah,
they're getting paid
SSI
once
or something,
a month. Yeah. You know, they have responsibilities, they have bills to pay too. And you know, like this Lori Smith person, I would never tell a full-grown person what to do with their money, but if this person has liver cancer and all these problems, like come on, like I get it. I get people sometimes want to give money because they want to support you. It's a tip. I get it. Some people, it's like you know, like they're givers, like they get more of a high and more enjoyment about giving people stuff. Like I'm that type of person. I love giving gifts. I get embarrassed getting gifts. I'm like, oh my God, please no, please no. That's
what drove me nuts, I think, the most about with her channel was because, like you said just now, people get a high from it. They enjoy it. And that's what super chats do. People, they get, you know, everyone sees the super chat. Everyone talks about, you know, whatever. I think it's a big deal. You're included. Yeah. So when the channel owner is then pushing people to instead donate through PayPal, you know, that rubs, I don't know. That really irks me. Well, maybe it's me, but it irks me.
It didn't me because she hadn't met the criteria in the beginning. So it really didn't raise any alarm bells with me that she would ask people to post her PayPal link, because I had seen other people that were newer channels that were doing it, and didn't really raise any alarm bells for me. It was the consistent.
When she was, this was after she was monetized and shit. You know, that's what it kind of rubbed me. You know, it's like, wow. You know, the super chats aren't about the money. The super chats is about the chat, the comment, the sticker, or being a part of the community. People seeing it. That's what it's about. You know, if it wasn't for that, then you wouldn't be getting them at all. So,
Yeah.
And then there's the flip side of it. Like if you think about if you do think about the money of it, that YouTube takes a percentage of that.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so it's like, you know, but at some point, like what really threw me off was the whole sad fishing emote and the whole bringing up sad fishing all the time and starting off the, hey everybody, hey T Cattle, good to see you, girl, been a while. Hi Cindy Lou Hill, oh thank you. Hey y'all, pray for Lori. Pray for Lori. She's got going for some tests today, y'all.
The notifications go out yet?
We're just gonna wait here a minute for my chat to load so I can make sure that y'all got the bells.
It takes so long, y'all.
What's up, Jennifer?
I'm going to
Yeah,
hell.
it was the whole sad fishing thing where she would start off by saying, yeah, you know, they're recording my stream, y'all. They're looking to see who's donating for those sad fishing donations. Yeah, all thank you. Thank you, Cat Trout.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cat Trout. Thank
Yeah, I agree.
It's like Charlotte, I'm sorry, but girl, I just call it as I see them, honey. And I don't hold it in because that causes ulcers. So whatever.
I know we may be being a little mean girl right now, and maybe I deserve it to have it done to me. But if it's funny, I'll laugh. I'm just saying.
Yeah, your
TSL
impression is spot on, Irish.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I can't do accents for shit. So yeah.
I think I had Erin peeing a little the first time I did it in a private call with her. Like she just went dead silent. All I could hear was like these little barely like snorts through her nose. I was like, I got her. Nailed it.
Tia Sabo, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, EKC, do you think this Nat, Little Miss Noble, will ever go away? That's a difficult question. I don't know.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay. I find it interesting that Nat and her kabillion personalities have recognized that Katie has sent out restraining orders and that all of her personalities have known to stay offline, including the 4-year-old. Interesting how that works. So I don't know. I still would like to know how all of her different personalities know how to work social media. I mean, but that's just me.
I know nothing about DID, and honestly, I there's a lot of things I can understand, but there's just some things where I think just reach beyond my ability to comprehend, and I think DID is one of those things. So that's why I don't even want to talk about it, because I'm deficient to understing this.
I understand. So, I dated a guy whose mom had it, and we had to leave her notes everywhere. Like I said, we had to laminate a permanent note on the back of her bedroom door. She had her own bedroom because she would wake up in the morning and we wouldn't know who she was, and she wouldn't know who she was. And, you know, she had a book she had to read and a mirror she had to look in so she wouldn't freak out and walk by if she thought she was her 11-year-old little girl self. And here she is, a 40-year-old woman. So, yeah, we had to leave notes on how to turn on the stove and don't touch this, it's hot, and here's how you do this and here's how you do that. So, yeah, working Instagram and Twitter and all that and YouTube, it's very complicated. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, it's someone brought up a good point, though. It was after she did her video, you know, and one of the things that she says all the time is she couldn't learn to work her microwave or her TV without like 6 months of tutoring or some shit like that. But here she was recording, editing, and uploading a video to YouTube, seemingly by herself.
I can't even do that shit. I can't even do that shit.
I've had her, especially the editing, you know.
And I don't have multiple personality disorder. I just have bad moods.
You and me both.
Man.
So, I mean, yeah, I kind of question shit, but you bring up a good point, though, how none of these other characters or whatever, I don't want to say characters, I'm sorry. It's none of these other alters have been
fine.
Well, they haven't been online enough, and that's a good point. I don't know. And I'm not doubting it. I honestly, what I doubt more than anything isn't whether or not she has DID. What I doubt more than anything is if these people even really exist. And I know, I mean, people who I trust, you know, who I look to as some sort of sense of authority on certain matters are telling me that, yes, no, they do exist. But I still have, I'm not fully buying it yet because
I understand.
I don't know, like what Nat? We've heard Nat. We haven't seen and heard Nat. We've seen pictures. We've heard her. Little Miss Noble. What we've seen. What a video of her, and then other than that, it's been just all comments. You know.
Can we just say how
I don't
irresponsible
know.
her, Throw Mama from the Train mom is, that she lets her grown-up daughter, who allegedly has DID, do all this shit, and Throw Mama from the Train mom did a video saying that she turned in KJ to CPS. Yeah, I called her Throw Mama from the Train. I said it. I don't care.
Again, I even question if the mom is. I don't. I feel like if you wanted to put together a team to fuck shit up, you could do it. You could do it, and
Yeah.
online. It is. I'm not talking like in real life. Whatever.
Yeah.
Online, you could easily do it. You know, and I'm not saying that that's what happened here. It's just I don't know. I don't think anyone knows enough yet. Will she ever go away? I don't know. If she's real, if the majority of the shit we've learned is legit, then I think it's safe to say probably not until she gets bored.
Or prison.
Yeah, I don't think she hasn't done anything prison worthy though. I mean,
if she's responsible for taking Salt's kids and putting them on the deep web in a porn, yeah,
Wait,
that's
what?
prison worthy. Oh yeah, you haven't seen Salt's Twitter, have you?
I mean, I seen like they did some Photoshop with pictures of my kids, but I mean, like when it comes to CP, if you do shit like that, like Photoshop, it's only CP if it looks real. If it's obviously bullshit, then it's not considered CP. So,
well, according to Salt's, they used his minor daughter's faces and put them in a deep web porn.
okay. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, don't get me wrong. That's shitty as fuck. Don't get me wrong. I'm not positive on the whole legality of it, but from what I've been made to understand is it has to look real in order for it to be illegal. I don't know. The law's fucked up though too. So
Yeah, it could be deemed illicit, but it's still illegal, and it, depending on what's involved in this whole porn per se, they could go by pixel. Like it depends what they did.
yeah.
And if Nat is, guilty of sending all these death threats to people and email threats to people and all this, that, and they like to lawyers and shit and trying to interfere with a court case, I mean, yeah, that's a chargeable offense. I mean, if you fill out a false declaration, it is a chargeable offense.
Yeah.
I don't think that because it's been a civil case. I mean, still, yeah, it's a chargeable offense. If it had been a criminal case, I think we'd be seeing it'd be a lot different. We'd be seeing how it played out, which is it's fucked up. It is.
Yeah, I think it would have been different if it wouldn't have been thrown out for jurisdiction. Like
yeah,
if they would have used her declaration for a decision, then I think, yeah. But for the most part, the people that she's gone after, like I wish they would do, like they would get a hold of the correct entities, such as like Homeland Security and different branches of the, like if they're in the U.S., different branches of the U.S. government where they will go across the water. Like Katie Joy, you're very irresponsible to tell people that nothing can happen to Nat because she's in the UK.
Anything can happen to her, yeah, but it's unlikely over what's transpired so far. But it can change.
Of course, and that's just in regards to, I guess, what she's done to Katie, which this is so weird to me. Like when I saw Katie like fly on Kay Baxter's stream when Nat was on there, I was like, what are you doing? Like, what is this about that now all of a sudden Nat is a victim and you say she was being manipulated? And where is Nat innocent of manipulating other people and convincing them that she has DID if she doesn't, or convincing them that, Katie Joy and her husband essayed her 4-year-old unicorn personality? Like, what the hell are we talking about here? Like, this is insane. And Nat, everything with Nat is always based around like horrific sex, like not even like like making love, like it's always like it's sex, sex, and it's like this is a pattern of behavior for this woman. I've heard that she threatened her, she was sending threats to her psychiatrist. Well,
Yeah, there was some story with that. I don't know. See,
she
again,
said it. She
Yeah.
said it, Erin. She's the one that said it and said, I was on my mom's phone doing a FaceTime call with my psychiatrist, and my psychiatrist was, and his wife was getting threats. But I was on my mom's phone. Yeah, because you were on your other device on your lap sending them threats, or your mom was doing it sitting next to you. Like, I think it's some like mother-daughter tag team going on here.
Oh, no, I
Not like
watched
that.
I
just mean criminal.
Dude, I watched some ordinary gamers video like earlier today about that dude and his mother and or her that girl and her mother. Or whatever. Oh,
I only
like-
heard a little bit about
Ugh.
that, and that was like enough for me. I was like, oh my god.
oh my god!
What?
Like I knew nothing about this story. No, I didn't. I seen videos like the thumbnails on YouTube, but I didn't know. I didn't bother learning. But I like some ordinary game videos, so I'm like, well, if he's talking about the same shit that I'm seeing come from the channel, these other channels that are showing up on my feed, So I'm like, what the hell is this even about? So I click on his video, and I'm like, I'm listening. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, oh,
Unbelievable.
oh god,
Yeah.
fucking gross.
Unbelievable. I don't know.
Thank you so much for the super chat, Spicy Pizza. A victim needs to contact Crown Prosecution Services in the UK about Nat. She can be charged. Oh, okay.
Bonus, thank you.
Oh wait, I had something else up there too. Shoot, I remember we removed it now. Oh, someone had asked. Wait, was it Spicy? No, it wasn't Spicy Pizza. It was Sheila, I think. Sheila said something. Oh yeah, Sheila had asked, well, how come Katie, who blocks everyone, how come she hasn't blocked Nat?
She's acting like Nat is her special secret agent. I don't know. Like I want to hear this 4-hour recording she claims. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like in her live stream, she alluded when she was naming person A, B, C, D, and E, she alluded that somebody that we both know is person D, and she alluded that that person also got a restraining order, and I DM'd that person and they never replied back. So I'm assuming that they didn't get one, but I'm thinking, wait a minute. If you sent the Miss Noble one, why wouldn't you send Dustin one? Why?
I thought she did.
Well, in her live stream with hubby sitting next to her, Dustin would have been B. Little Miss Noble was A, Dustin was B. Wait, wait. Little Miss Noble was A, Dustin was B. I can't remember who was C. I know. I don't want to say their names.
I know people were thinking Tina. I know, but
yeah.
Like I obviously I know it wasn't Tina. She hasn't gotten anything, so. Shit. Now I can't find it. Damn it! Someone asked a good question in the super chat. I'm going to read it in a second, by the way, but I want to pull something up first.
Yeah, because Unirock was doing his little streams where he kept like playing some audio and only letting it play for like 2 or 3 syllables and then screaming, I was right. I was like, dude, shut up and play the audio all the way through without your dialogue.
Yeah.
What the hell are you right about? Nobody knows what you're right about. You're right about nothing. Dude, the only thing that you might be right about is get a job.
Do 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this to pull up. Oh, don't tell me it's not going to give me Reddit now. Okay, no, it did. All right, good. Okay. Someone asked in chat here, or it's a super chat. My bad. Let me pull it up. Alexandra asked, "Does anyone know the link between Little Miss Noble and Katie? Why did Little Miss Noble hate Katie so much?" The answer to that is I don't know. However, I do know that Little Miss Noble has been around for some time.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Here's Reddit. It's a or this is Reddit. This is Little Miss Noble. It's her username on Reddit, and she's been in the WOACB subreddit for about a year. If I scroll all the way down, see, here's a year ago, but that's, I don't know if that's, yeah, no, it is. It's the same subreddit. I mean, I haven't read these yet or whatever, but I seen them a while ago. Like when I seen them, they didn't say a year ago. They said 10 months ago. So,
Well, that sounds about right, you know, because KJ got served on Halloween. So, because see, I thought that when she was on Kay Baxter's stream, she said that she had been around for 2 years. I thought, I could be wrong.
well, I mean, she could have been around for that long or whatever. Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. Let me see if I can. I guess I want to say that when I found it before, she was around for a little bit longer, but not in that Discord or not in that subreddit necessarily.
I honestly believe, like, if people have to believe that Nat manipulated other people into like believing whatever crazy story she told, she had to manipulate little Miss Noble too. I believe she did. I don't believe Little Miss Noble's innocent on everything. I don't, but I believe that Nat convinced her that she had some stuff going on, because didn't she manipulate Dottie too? You know, she manipulated a lawyer. She manipulated an LA lawyer, Michael Saltz, into believing her shit and sending medical documentation. So, you know, I think at one point she manipulated a lot of people, convinced them of her crazy, you know?
Well, here's what I wonder. I mean, because like people inquiring, or I think it was when she overdosed or whatever. Someone had called the ambulance for her. Someone from the States here. So, and when they called, like her local Nat's local authorities, they spoke to Nat's local authorities. So, I mean, this wasn't even like. I mean, how do you fake that? You know, this is the one thing I keep landing on when I sit here and think, you know, is she even real? The one thing that stops me from really seriously considering that is the fact that how do you fake talking to someone's local authorities, especially when you're the one who reached out to them? You know, they didn't call you, you know? So I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of questions, and it seems because she's in the UK, it's very hard to get answers, you know?
Yeah, it's very difficult to get any medical information from the UK, just as much as it is here in America, if not more difficult in the UK, from what I understand.
I'd say more. Yeah. I mean, because even here, medical information is still different from information, you know? But I mean, like, I can get information on people here in the States, you know, just from online. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to especially the UK, but any other country for the most part, but especially the UK, it's very difficult. Like, people are surprised how much shit you can find out about Americans and American internet.
When she went, when she was ambulanced for the attempt, if you will, was she conscious? I was told she was unconscious. I was in a call with a friend at the time. Well, old friend. And at the time, they literally got messaged while we were in a call together and said, holy shit, I don't know if this is true. It's coming from a reliable source. That may have gotten rushed in unconscious, or she was being in a medically induced coma due to an alleged overdose. But at the same time, there was somebody on her Twitter that posted something on Twitter and sent it to Charlotte and asked Charlotte to post it on Twitter. And it was talking about Instagram, and the person was talking on Instagram as if it was them, saying, she taught me how to screen cap and she taught me how to do this. And I was like, oh, that's not a second or third person. That's,
yeah.
It was very, very interesting. And what made it interesting too is that Nat had been adamant that she didn't know much about Instagram, that when she added KJ and told KJ, hey, you know, you shouldn't be deleting anything because of the Toddy case. And then she admitted in some confession to Katie that was all a lie. Like she admitted, she even admitted that the video, the CPS fake video or whatever video that they're talking about that they were going to use to frame Katie and her husband, that she goes, oh, that was somebody else. It wasn't somebody else, because I know somebody who said that they heard Katie's voice in the audio. They didn't see the video, but they heard the audio. Like, this is so, Erin, this is so bizarre.
Yeah.
You know?
It's see, that's, I don't, what, I just, how the hell did, if they're involved, if they're doing all these things that they're giving and taking credit for having done,
Yeah.
How is it that no one could link anything back to them for the longest time?
Who's them?
Little Miss Noble and Nat. Like, how
I
is it?
mean, I
mean-
don't. What are we talking about? VPNs? Are we
No,
talking about
I'm
what are we
like,
talking-
no, I'm not even talking like that. Like, if they actually had it out for Katie all this time, like, I'm not even talking the emails or any shit like that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
like the shit that they've taken responsibility for, trying to fuck with their life, the CPS, all the reports, whatever.
Yeah.
How is it that they never gotten on anyone's radar before? Because I mean,
I think that maybe when we looked at the court case when it started, there was a lot of alt sock Twitter accounts, if you will, and maybe they did it behind fake accounts and was just like giving her shit in her comment section, maybe tweeting at her, saying shit on Instagram. I don't know, to have this kind of conspiracy that there was this big thing. Like, I don't believe her I almost believed her when I talked to her recently. It was a very, very short-lived reunion, let me tell you that. I don't believe that there was some big, huge conspiracy by a bunch of people to set her up, but she was set up. There was a setup, and if Nat was the one that created that whole video and the audio and asked Little Miss Noble for help, like, Katie's talking about some 4-hour long recording. I hope someday we get to hear this 4-hour long Facebook call recording and consider the source. It came from Nat. I don't think Little Miss Noble would give anything to Katie to help her out after Katie is like, Katie's blaming Little Miss Noble for everything. It's like, no, sweetheart. Your little UK buddy who tried to fill a declaration out against you, who tried to get your child taken from you. Like, that's what I have a big problem with too. I don't have any kids, but I'm the best aunt in the world. I'll give your kids Skittles and Starbucks. The problem that I have is that these people have such a vendetta against whoever's involved. I'm not naming names because I don't know who it is.
right.
Mainly Nat. To say, I'm going to teach her. I'm going to take her kid away from her. Because, you're going to say she's a bad mother. You're going to say Todd's a bad father. And that makes you a good person or parent or human because you're just going to take a child away. Like, he's got a feeding tube. What if he's in the middle of one of his autistic fits and up rolls, the police and a state vehicle, because the cops have to escort the state vehicle if there's CPS is involved in case there's a problem, in case the kid's got to be pulled, in case anybody's got to be arrested. And what if the child goes into a fit and rips out his feeding tube and bleeds to death and dies? Anybody think about that?
Yeah, there's so much to think about. I mean, like you said, okay, let's say that they're bad parents, and I know that this sounds shitty, but like last time I looked, just being a bad parent wasn't against the law. And I know shitty. It's to say that, I know, and people should care, but it's not against the law. It's not a CPS. Like, you can't call CPS every time you think someone's a bad parent.
Right.
I mean, there's levels to this, and then there's legalities to it. If what they're doing is, a really bad parent and illegal, then yeah. But if it's just not something you would do, that's different. So
there are nurses in that house. They are mandated reporters. If they see anything, I'm sure they check that little boy several times a day. It's ridiculous. Like, yeah, Katie is not a very pleasant person. But I don't think she deserves to have her child taken away from her.
No, definitely not. But like, I'm reading these comments here from on the subreddit.
Oh, okay.
And like, I don't see anything in these and for granted, I don't know for sure that this is her. Okay, I did a Sherlock username search for Little Miss Noble.
You're
okay,
so funny.
And one of the results, I knew I'd done it before. This is how I found it the first time. One of the results came because I tried searching for the name on Reddit and it wouldn't come up. So whatever. So I found it the same way, and this is her name, but I don't know that it's the same person. I mean, people have the same names often, Yeah. But in all these comments I'm reading, I'm not getting anything close to like crazy stalker vibe or like real vendetta feeling vibe. It's like she's, if anything, there's like probably dozens of people in this subreddit who sound more fucking manic than she does, you know? I don't know. This whole thing doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Have you seen any of the DM exchanges from the Facebook groups that Little Miss Noble and Nat and Dustin and Salt were in? They were posted on Twitter by a couple different accounts. But I saw an exchange of where Little Miss Noble is thinking she's talking to one of Nat's alts, because it was as if Nat had switched in the middle of the conversation they were typing and having with each other. And then, you know, Nat says to her, so-and-so isn't here anymore. And Little Miss Noble says, oh, is this, you know, Chloe or whatever? Let me talk to so-and-so. And I really, to some extent, I think that maybe Little Miss Noble did believe that Nat was switching.
You just, I mean, I don't know. Okay, you just made me kind of think about something.
Okay.
For granted, the extent, and this is people are gonna laugh at me, but the extent of my knowledge or experience or whatever with DID is the United States of Terra. Okay, sorry, but it was an awesome show, really it was. But the main character there, you know, she had DID, and I'm assuming this was like a Showtime or something, and it was a part comedy but mostly drama. You know, I assume that they tried to get a lot of it accurate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that, now that you mention something that I recall, is like, out of all of her alters, like they didn't have the same interests. Okay. So like if she was one alter in the middle of doing something, then she became someone else, that the new alter would stop whatever it is they were doing and do it, because they didn't give a shit, and they would go do what they wanted to be, go do them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that all of Nat's alters seem to enjoy this drama shit on the internet?
Amen.
Yeah, good question.
I mean, that just strikes me as odd. Why didn't some of them want to go off to a bar or I don't know, go study or something, you know, whatever, stupid.
Be a unicorn?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Why does the unicorn want to be on Facebook?
I don't know, man.
That seems weird to me.
They want to go play with their unicorn friends. I don't get it.
I don't know. Because like I know it's a stupid TV show or whatever, but I just keep thinking like,
no, it's not a
like
stupid observation at all. It's just like, how do all these different personalities know how to work every mechanical electronic device? Somebody who claims, you know, Nat, that she claims that she's, you know, she's not tech savvy, right? Isn't that what she claimed?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right there, Nat.
It just seems weird. I mean,
Yeah, it just seems suspicious for sure. I agree.
I'll be right back.
yeah, I don't want to. I don't know enough about DID really to comment on it or anything. But it just, and I think when someone like Nat is talking about it or whatever, and I don't think she's giving it much credibility. Like, because I know nothing about it, and if my only experience with it or whatever is with this situation, then I'm going to walk away not giving it much credibility, I think. You know, I don't know. That's one thing I worry about too.
Yeah, I don't know anything really about DID, especially not enough to talk about it.
Right.
And yeah, when it comes to the whole Nat situation, it's kind of like the lawsuits. I can watch on the sidelines because I have no reason to be inserted into anything. I'm just observing, and you know, when we know, we know. That's,
yeah,
if we ever know. And just, you know, Kimberly Roddy Mom is trying to torture me with some cupcake video that was brought up in my stream earlier that I'm not sure I want to see, but there's a lot of talk that I should see it. I'm a little afraid. Some people say it'll be good nightmares, but I like cupcakes, and I really don't want to ruin cupcakes for me. But it's all Kim's fault. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, we you know, I was gonna start to wrap up the stream in a little bit, and I think that's, again, whenever this gets brought up, it's usually towards the end of a stream, and I use it to wrap up the stream. So I think maybe we'll do that tonight. Yay! Good thinking, Kimberly. Good thinking. I can't believe you haven't seen it yet.
No, I don't. it was brought up today, and I thought maybe she was talking about somebody whose name is Cupcake, but then she was like, no, an actual cupcake food item. And it's like, well,
In a
I
Hot
don't,
Pocket.
Toad makes me uncomfortable when he's just sitting there. I don't want to know. Again, I don't, whatever your kink is your kink, but I'm a little afraid.
I mean, I can't really, good thinking too. I was already on Reddit too. So right there, all I gotta do is pull it up. All right, we'll wait for Irish to get back, but I'm gonna get it ready for now. Where's my profile? How do I get to my profile? I have it saved now because this is how often we've done this now.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of people telling me, and a lot of people in the chat saying don't do it. As far as don't watch it, and I'll be traumatized. It's gonna ruin Hostess cupcakes for me. Oh man.
Chat, shut up.
Chocolate is my go-to, as Julie would say, like I get a notion, it's for chocolate. It's
not raisins.
No, it's not raisins. It's, I like Julie, but raisins, that's no thanks.
I'm just teasing you, Julie.
Tia, you ain't right.
Oh, thank you, Nikki. Let me find it. I might have missed it. All right, I know where to find it. I'll pull it up and I'll say thank you. Wow, I didn't have to put on slow mode this entire time. Holy shit. It's because Irish is here, I bet. It's because of Irish. See, and I had a super sticker from Annette Carlson. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Oh, wow. Did I miss any others? Listen up. I got Diane McCall, Tia. Okay, nope, I got them all. All right.
No, Nikki, I like Raisin Bran. That's about it, and maybe I'll eat some raisins if they're in some trail mix, but I'm usually going for the M&Ms and the peanuts. Yeah, raisins just ain't my thing.
Wow, what did I just come back to?
Oh, wait, you had no idea where you just came back to. You're about to find out, though.
It's Kim's fault, Irish.
God!
It's all Kim's fault.
I was about to wrap up the stream shortly anyway, so
Okay.
We're going to wrap it up on this note. But what the note in which we're going to wrap it up on is that Let's Talk About It has never seen the cupcake video. That's what you just walked in on.
This will only be my second time, so it's like popping my cherry all over again.
Now it picks. Now it, yeah.
Yeah.
Now just popping cherry and then Todd.
I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, I'm
Cupcake.
Yeah.
All right, shoot. I got it ready to go.
Cover your ears.
No, you have to get the full experience. In fact, turn your volume up.
So I'm gonna not like what I see or hear. Oh my God, it's late here and I'm going to bed soon. So am I gonna be?
Yes, you'll have nightmares. Yes, you'll have nightmares.
Great.
So this is a video. I'm gonna just give you a quick rundown. This is a real video. This is actually him in the video. Okay, because I thought for sure it wasn't. Fuck me. But yes, apparently he has a friend who has a music channel or something on YouTube. So he was just, helping his friend out, doing some silly little, I don't know, skits or whatever in between videos or some shit. So that's where this came from. He's done, that we know of, he's done 2 videos, but the other one, he's just imitating Bob Ross. It's whatever. This is the one that counts. So, and this... Yeah, it was posted. Someone, I don't know if it's moderators, but someone from the subreddit found it. It was shared in the subreddit. And the moderators, though, they refused, and they still refuse to tell anyone whose channel that this came from because they were like, don't ruin this for us. Let him keep doing, we want these videos. Don't fuck it up. So, yeah, no one still knows who it is. I don't know. But anyways, so here it is. me. There you go.
My feet won't touch the ground.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to my ASMR channel. I got something real special for you tonight.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do a mukbang video for you, and I'm gonna eat this cupcake right here. So, without further ado,
No.
enjoy. Mm. Mm. So good. Riff number 1. Wow. What a killer riff. That was awesome. Cupcake is so good. Wow. I was going to just do one for y'all, but I'm almost done with this one. I think I'm going to do 2. Riff number 2. Damn. That was excellent. Just excellent. Thanks for coming back to my ASMR video here. Well, I ate all the cupcakes, but still kind of hungry, and figured I'd give you guys some more. So I got me a hot pocket. Oh man. That is delicious. Oh my God. Look at that. Excellent. Really, really good. Anyway, here's riff number 3. Honey, can you go out and give me some White Castle?
That's the cupcake video.
The fact that he ate that out of order, that he didn't eat the Hot Pocket first and then the cupcake for dessert, like, bastard. That's just a down vote right there.
Okay, I didn't expect the White Castle thing at the end.
Hey, babe! You won't take my truck? We'll get me some White Castle.
It does make it a little easier to consume that, but I'm literally sweating. Oh. What was that supposed to promote something?
I guess.
What?
I guess like his friend, it runs like I believe it's on YouTube, like some sort of music channel where he plays videos or clips of musicians or whatever. And so in between these clips of these musicians of the music, he regularly has like these little comedy things or what weird things, I don't know, something put in to like break it up and like lead into the segues. So he has Todd to do some of these segues, I guess.
So then the babe is his bandmate. That's the exposed. Hold on, I gotta call Keen.
I don't know. I know.
But why did he eat it like a toddler? Why the mess?
Because it was like a ASMR video. So it's supposed to be all about like the sound, I guess.
I mean, tap your fingernails on your computer, bro. Like, oh.
See, that's just how ass backwards he is. And ASMR is sound, and he gets the shit all over his face.
Yeah.
Yes. Why?
Like I told Aaron, I'm like, that's like sloppy. Like that explains why like KJ and he don't sleep together. She knew where I was going with that. Like, come on now, girls. Come on, the girls in the chat are with me now. All right, it's like we don't like that old messiness. Like, obviously, he doesn't know what he's doing. It's like if I got to give you instructions, it's time to go. It's like go change my oil. Go change my oil in my car first.
All right.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
on this, I'm gonna end the stream now since I see this is happening. So, good night, guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good
everyone.
night.
Thank you very much
Bye.
for coming on, Irish, and let's talk about it. Thank you. It was my honor to have you guys here.
Thank
Good
you. Thank
night.
you.
Bye.
Bye.